Hey, what's happening, folks? This is Casey Jewett here.
Hello, I'm Brandon Watson.
I've been in the brewing industry for about 6 years now. I've worked for Megaton, Ingenious Brewing Company.
I've been in the craft industry for the last 3 years. I started at Backpew and I've been with Megaton as the sales manager for the last year and a half.
I've been a sales rep for Deca Beer Co. for about a year now, and I also run their social media accounts.
I'm the creator of a local Houston-made drinking card game called F Your Liver. Welcome to the Beer Someone podcast. Hey everybody, and welcome to the Beer Someone podcast. This is episode 18 at Senate Avenue. I'm Brandon Watson, and I have Casey Jewett with me.
Hey, what's up, guys? And then we have Andrew Mitcham here and Glenn Jackoviak here. Senate Avenue. Excited to be here, y'all.
Really excited. We've been wanting to do this
Thanks for coming.
podcast.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys.
Appreciate you having us. What did you just pour me,
So
Glenn?
That's the 2-cent cup of coffee. So we have a copper ale that's Adam's 2 cents. And then for this version, we did a version where we just put
Adam that
cold brew in a
works here?
tank. Adam, our head brewer, Adam.
Yeah.
And then we, for the second version, because we like the coffee and copper makes this really well balanced. It's not as heavy as a stout.
Mm-hmm.
You get everything in it. But the second time he did it, he actually took the whole coffee beans and put them in the fermentation for, I think it was 36 hours, and just kind of tasted every couple hours. And once he hit that peak, pulled the beans, and
Nice.
it came out great.
I don't know.
Great.
I just saw coffee on the menu, and I was like, that sounds good. And you poured
Give
yourself
it a
one,
sniff.
too.
Yeah,
Give it a sniff.
it's definitely a really good breakfast beer.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you're one of those
it's
people
nice.
that can, work from home and have a beer in the morning, that's a good
I'm one of those
to-
people.
That's a good one to have. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll wake you up just nicely.
No,
Nice.
it's really good. It's a good way to start the podcast. There's so much to talk about today. I don't know how long we're going to go. I want to talk about Murkey Myers because we're doing a series of podcasts. We just did one with Tom at No Label, and
Right.
I definitely want to try your Murkey and get my stamp while
Same
I'm
here,
there.
yeah. It'll be my first stamp.
Oh, all right.
I got a stamp. I stamped myself
Break the
yesterday
seal.
at Megaton.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you did.
Yeah, my rule is I have to have a full pint of it, and I haven't had a full pint of it at Deca, so I can't say that I've gotten my full stamp there yet.
Okay.
But before we get into the murky of it all, and there's a lot of murky. Is Murkey around here, by the way? I haven't seen him yet.
I think he's hanging out right by the front door, isn't he?
By the front door, yeah.
Oh,
we have our
okay.
sign out by the front door.
Okay.
Cool.
You got
Sometimes
some
we'll-
people getting stamps yet?
We've had some people through, yeah. We had some people through. So we released it October 1st.
Yeah, but just so people know, it's October 3rd right now, right?
Today's October 3rd.
So
Yeah.
we're
yeah.
actually,
So
this
day
podcast
3.
is not going to come out for 2 weeks because we're recording a little early because I'm going to be at the Great American Beer Festival next week.
Nice. All right.
Yep.
But
Good for you.
Before we get into the murky of it all, I want to talk about Senate Avenue. I want to talk about both of y'all also and how y'all got here.
Origin stories usually kind of start
yeah,
with.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's start with Glenn.
It's like
actually.
a superhero
'Cause
origin story.
I don't know
Exactly.
Glenn
Bit
as
by a
much
spider.
about you,
Sure.
Glenn, as I know about Andrew.
So I've been pretty much a restaurant guy my entire life. Was at Fridays for a while. Was at Gringo's. My introduction to the craft beer world was really Carbach.
oh yeah.
When I left Gringo's, I had a friend that was a server and a tour guide and doing all that stuff there. So it seemed like she loved it. She loved the atmosphere. She loved the vibe, the whole, hanging out after work, having shifties, and just that bond that you get and meeting the people. It wasn't just the restaurant side. They hang out with the production guys, the brewers. Like everybody really gets to know each other in those kind of places.
When did
So,
you leave there?
When I left Carbach in 2020. So
2020, okay.
my primary function was banquets. So I was one of those jobs that that's not coming back for a while.
Right.
Yeah, COVID hit, and there were not too many banquets going on.
Right. Yeah.
But then a lot
Did
of
you
the stuff
come
they
here
did,
during COVID?
Yeah. So,
So, we
I
opened
actually-
during COVID.
I
Which is,
lived 3 doors down from him and across the street.
Oh, so y'all were friends.
fate.
Yeah.
Fate.
Actually,
no,
I didn't
fate,
meet him till here.
Fate just kind of struck one day. He was on a walk, and we asked him. He sort of mentioned. He introduced himself, and he was like, "Hey, I'm from Carbach," and just sort of introduced himself, what he did, and I'm opening a brewery, and we could definitely use some help. And it turned into the perfect possible situation.
awesome.
That's cool. That's
That's
awesome.
right. Y'all just hit your
I was about
5th year
to say,
anniversary.
5 year
5
anniversary.
years.
Yeah, so we opened in September of 2020.
Is that 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
2 weeks.
I wanted
you
to
guys
come out. I
opened-
missed it. I was
Yes.
here for a couple of them.
Oh,
though.
it was slammed. It was good.
You guys opened basically as soon as you possibly could.
Yeah. So I signed the lease in October of 2019.
Oh, wow.
And we started to working with an architect and started to work on, some of the more basic MEP stuff, all the plumbing, all the electrical. And then design work was happening, and then March, basically spring break of 2020 was when the world
Yeah.
took a crap.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so everything stopped for a long time, for several months.
Yeah.
Everything just screeched to a halt. Luckily, my landlord was very nice to let me not pay rent until we had our certificate of occupancy.
Oh, nice.
Wow, how long did that last?
That worked out really well. I was very adamant that I'm not, because I've heard some horror stories of breweries that they sign the lease and they start paying rent at a certain time.
And it
Mine
takes
was
so long to get these licenses.
It does, yeah. You don't know, and that was really kind of the reason why I didn't know COVID was coming, but I knew TTB was coming. I knew the federal government was coming.
Right.
I knew TABC was coming,
Me
so I knew it would take a
my
while.
friend looked at that a while ago, and it was like, oh, you might have to sit on this property for over a year before you can even sell anything out of it.
We took about 7 months to get TTB at the time, which was actually really fast.
Yeah.
And Glenn, were you here for the most
I didn't
of this?
get here until when we opened. So
Yeah,
and I
okay.
started
Day
as
number
not technically a day one. I'm a day 5, but
Yeah.
Okay, so
Close, pretty
the
close.
brewery, you weren't here for the process of creating the
And
brewery.
for the first year, I was just bartender, so and just one of the regular staff until the freeze.
Yeah, so we've been open for several disasters, not including a global pandemic, but during the freeze of 2021, Glenn, lived right down the street from us, and so he was here showing off his GM skills. At the time, I was doing literally everything, and
And you were still the mayor of Jersey.
I was still the mayor of Jersey Village, so I was running.
Yes, I wanna talk about
we'll
that.
talk about that, but at the time, I was literally running an emergency operation,
Right.
and running a brewery.
How long were you the mayor? When did you stop being the mayor of Jersey
I
Village?
stopped being the mayor in
22.
2022. Gosh, I should know this off the top of my head. It was so traumatizing. I don't want to remember.
Right.
But, I
was it not a good
when it's not-
experience?
It was May of 2021.
Was it? Okay.
Had to deal with a lot
it
of
wasn't.
shit.
It wasn't soon after we opened that.
Yeah, I guess you did. Yeah, you were mayor
I was
during
term,
COVID.
I was term limited, so
Yeah.
I didn't run. I couldn't run for re-election, and nor would I have wanted to.
Do you enjoy being in the brewery scene more than politics?
Yes, by far, by
Okay.
far. I feel like people, once they have a few beers in them, they are a little more honest with you. They're a little more open to talking about the red versus blue kind of falls apart. You'll find that people turn a little more purple.
Yep.
And
Yes, exactly.
And I was in local politics. I was never a Republican, never a Democrat, never independent, never anything. I was just pro Jersey Village, which was my city. And so that was always part of the whole craft beer community. Was it was so welcoming and it was so open, and you could talk about issues. And so that's kind of our theme. We're Senate Avenue, which is the street we're on, but Senate is also government.
That was my next question. Yeah,
It kind of fell in all at the same time. I was on city council and I was mayor. We're on Senate Avenue. We dabble in politics still a little bit. We were a little
the
more
political brewery.
Yeah, it's tough these days to be in politics.
But it's such a great vibe. We were just talking about all the food. I know Casey wants to talk about that. It's really homey. It's very family.
I do want to
oriented.
continue the origin story.
Yeah, the origin story.
Yeah.
Well, just one more thing about being the mayor of Jersey Village and running a brewery. How was that? What was that like? At the same
it was
time,
very stressful because, husband, father of 2 kids, running a city during a pandemic and opening a brewery during a pandemic. It was
With no to-go sales,
no to-go sales.
which kept a lot of breweries alive.
We kind of opened with a gun to our head in September. Everything was finished. We had our certificate of occupancy, which was the kickoff of rent. And we just did our very best and opened up to half occupancy indoors. Luckily, we have a nice patio, which a lot of people are more comfortable sitting outside.
really cool patio.
Thank you. And so that was really helpful. But yeah, for the first 6 to 8 months, we were inside. Occupancy was very limited, and people were still very scared to go out for a long time because then you remember even after the vaccine came out, there was the Delta variant that came out of COVID, and that's the one that I got. I don't know if anyone else got that. That one
some
sucked.
killer hornets, and all these things.
I mean, it was
happening.
horrible. I mean, I literally signed ordinances that kind of damned my own business because we had
Wow.
Yeah, we had,
I was going to ask you, like,
Yeah, we
as
had
mayor,
to-
did you like take
signed-
advantage of the situation?
No, absolutely
Sounds
not.
like
we
you just,
signed emergency orders for limited occupancy.
Wow.
My own brewery. I kind of I shot myself in the foot, but that was the right thing to do. No
The
one
right
knew what
thing
the
to do,
hell
yeah.
was going on, and people were getting sick and
Yeah.
people were dying. And when I was mayor, I remember. I'll briefly touch on this, but my biggest thing was watching the hospital bed occupancy and watching the hospital beds fill up, with people that needed ventilators. And so I didn't care about my occupancy. I cared about if somebody had a heart attack in my city, would they have a hospital bed to go to? I didn't care about, can I sell any beer? Can I sell any burgers? I cared about, does my neighbor down the street fall off a ladder, putting up his Christmas lights, break his leg, and is there a place for him to go?
Yes, sir.
And that was the right call. It was really hard and it was very confusing for a long time because there was so much information everywhere. But we made it through. We made it through all right. And we learned a lot of lessons. I think everyone learned a lot of lessons. I'll touch a little bit on, how it helped us because we didn't really qualify for any of the PPP loans. We didn't qualify for anything because we weren't open prior to the pandemic, so we couldn't get these big loans and big government help. So my biggest thing about our finances here is having a big emergency fund. Is do we have enough money to get us through a hurricane? I have backup generators here, for everything, just in case, because I guess I mentioned earlier, we've been through 5 disasters. We've been through 2 hurricanes, a derecho, a hell, a freeze.
That hit here pretty hard.
Oh, derecho, yeah.
You're very vocal on social media. I actually love following both you and Senate on social media.
Thank you.
And you've been the brewery's literally been broken into multiple times.
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
been thrown through the windows.
Yeah, we've been broken
stolen.
into a couple of times. It's an unfortunate. Our location, while it is great, a great location with great parking and right off Highway 290 and Beltway 8, it does draw in a little bit of the vagrant crowd sometimes. Our parking lot is massive, so we do get car break-ins, and we have a sign on the door: "Bring your stuff in." But there was a rash of break-ins. There was a rash of break-ins that happened with us, but nothing too horrible. They actually got caught. So
nice.
Yeah, we have Jersey Village Police Department here,
Almost never happens.
which is a very nice police department. Go JVPD, they're fantastic. And on trivia nights, they'll literally patrol our parking lot for us. Not because I was the mayor, but because they really don't want anybody to get broken into. Yeah. So it's a great location. It's very safe. It's family friendly. If you turn the cameras around, you can see the
we're talking
neighborhood
about things that happened at nighttime when the brewery wasn't open. So you've survived pandemics, freezes, criminal mischief. How are you doing right now in the way the economy and people are going out less and spending less money?
A great question, Brandon. It's a great question.
How's Senate doing in that?
Senate's doing very well.
So you're thriving now.
We're thriving now.
You have a bunch of acolytes and awards.
We've
behind
been
your
winning
name now.
awards. We have our location is probably the best thing going for us because we have the neighborhood right out the window behind you guys.
And great food. So
And
you
we
don't
have
even have to
great
drink. We're
food.
talking about if you wanted to just come here and eat, it's a
And
great
eat,
spot
yeah.
just to eat.
And
Did
then
you
we
guys
also
have food right out the gate when y'all opened? Y'all
when
had
we first
y'all had
opened,
full menu and everything.
And it was a separate company. We recently, a couple years ago, I bought that company out, so we're all one company now.
Right on.
But that was a whole origin story thing. Was having the original concept for this place was a 1-barrel brew system in 1,600 square feet. So
wow.
Yeah, it was originally a super nano brewery.
Wow.
Just a neighborhood hole in the wall, just
And
beer
then what
and
made
food
you
trucks.
guys change?
I went to a bunch of breweries and started counting how many beers they were selling, and we came up with this metric of how many beers per hour were sold, and then we figured out that in order to meet that metric, I would have to brew every day, and I don't want to do that.
Right.
And so then we expanded to 3,200 square feet because the building was very empty. We were the first occupants. And then we upgraded to a 2-barrel system. Then one of my investors, he owns a restaurant in Memorial area, and he was looking for a second location. And I said, well, hey, why don't we expand to 4,800 square feet and we'll get a bigger brew house. So now we're 3.5 barrel, and we'll split half of that extra square footage where you have a white label kitchen so we don't have to rely on food trucks.
Yeah.
And have great food from the very beginning, and it's family friendly, and we can do catering, which is the other thing is allowing us to do really well right now too. Is we get a lot of happy hours from all the businesses around us.
That's
we
cool.
Have oil and gas.
I saw you can place an online order.
Yeah, you can place an online order.
That's
Can't
cool.
order beer online yet.
Oh,
Thank
really?
you, Texas Legislature. No, can't do that with the brew pub license.
Are y'all doing much distribution?
We don't do any distribution right now.
You did at one point. Didn't
We
you?
tried for a little while.
Okay.
And it just wasn't.
I remember seeing you out there.
The margins weren't very good. Yeah. I mean, you know that. I mean, it's tough when you don't have a problem selling your product across a tap room.
Right. And that's the thing.
At
you
a
guys
much
have
higher
So
margin.
you're just a neighborhood brewery right now.
You can only get our stuff.
There's some strong regulars.
Yeah, strong
Yeah.
regulars, and we're small, and if you can get people to buy a $6 pint versus selling a slim for $85, sometimes less than that, to a bar, then you're making more. And we have done some sweetheart deals with friends, that
Right.
own bars. Like, hey, we just really want you guys, and we're like, okay,
Yeah.
but not so much anymore.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And y'all do festivals. Y'all are at plenty of the
We do
festivals.
festivals. We
Yeah.
do festivals. We do
Great exposure. Get your
Yeah,
name
I mean,
out
it's
there.
always good. We definitely want people to know we're out there. You know, our big push right now is awards. So you'll be at GABF next weekend.
I'll be there.
We entered 12, 13,
I heard
13
that.
beers.
I was gonna say,
13
That's
we
wild.
may have to
yeah.
send a Senate shirt with you. Just throw it on real quick and pick
I
one
hope
up for us.
so.
Take a picture.
Yeah, I
That'd
really
be
hope
cool.
so. That'll be really cool. We've won U.S. Open medal or 2 medals. We've won Texas Craft Brewers Cup, but a GABF would be really cool to win.
That would be cool.
Yeah, hopefully you get to see that.
Hopefully.
That would be rad.
Yeah, we'll do the live stream here. We'll watch it.
There you go. That'd be cool.
Very
cool.
Okay. Do we know what day that is?
The
I think it's
11th.
Sunday the 11th.
Okay.
No, I think
okay.
it's Saturday.
Oh, Saturday the
Or
11th?
Sat-
Oh my gosh.
I don't
Okay.
remember because I think it's
It is the 11th. Saturday.
Okay.
Is it,
Saturday.
yeah, because it's a day that we'll be we'll
But
actually
I will
running
be
an
very
event.
drunk, probably.
Oh, running an event, yeah.
So we're running a JV Brew Fest that day, so we'll be
yeah?
out there actually with some Megaton beers. and then
Yeah,
we'll have
I just dropped off some Megaton beer.
So we'll have
Yeah, that'll be good.
I think 5 other breweries with us: Bad Astronaut, Eureka Heights,
Heights.
Excalibur, Megaton, and No Label.
Very cool. Very
They
cool.
just kind of started doing it at a little pocket
neighborhood
park.
event. That's what I love about Jersey Village. It's such a small little town. And
Really happy to be a part of that.
It's really cool. Just a bunch of friends hanging out.
You know,
having
I
some
live
beer.
right over here. I think I've
I
told you
know.
that a couple
Yeah.
times. Like 10 minutes from here.
I've seen you here a couple times.
I don't know if I technically live in Jersey Village, but yeah, no, I was telling Casey on the way here, you recommended your neighborhood last year to me for Halloween.
Yes.
And I went, and I told him you gave away the big candy bars.
Yeah, we do the big candy bars in my house.
And he was
Yeah.
giving away
legit.
beers from.
And some beers.
That's pretty
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, our house is pretty popular.
pretty. You have a pretty good street.
It's a good street. Yeah, yeah.
Are they? What kind of beers? All kinds
Well, I
of
had
stuff.
friends bringing beers over too because they were
I don't
all
think it was
distributing
just
from my
Senate.
house.
Right,
But,
yeah.
it was a lot of stuff.
That's
I mean,
cool.
it was some.
It was a
Senate-
table full of stuff.
It was a table of stuff.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Which is like
Probably
You're gonna
came
have
from
so
Dad's
many
Track
people
Boys and
show up to
Crafts.
your house now after this podcast. All the
lot of
craft beer
parents
people are
have
like, we're going to Andrew's house.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah,
happy parents.
We're
there,
not going to
I'm sure.
say the street.
I mean, no, please don't. But we actually just origin story again is that kind of how we got started was I had a bottle share group.
Yeah.
And, everyone was like, why is there no brewery in Jersey Village? There really wasn't a lot of breweries nearby. Closest one was Carbach.
Mm-hmm.
And then this building became available. And I was on city council at the time. And the building owners were trying to get a brewery to fill in their space.
Oh, they wanted a brewery.
They wanted a brewery. So they were like, hey, they know Andrew. He's the craft brew guy. He's got this bottle share in Jersey Village. And he's on city council. Maybe he can help
Oh,
find
so
somebody.
this wasn't your idea. Somebody
else's idea.
Somebody came to
Yeah.
you with it.
The rare
Twisted
occasion
my
of a
arm a little
landlord
bit,
actually
yeah.
wanting a brewery
Right. Yeah.
versus all the
But I
breweries
couldn't find
finding
anybody
landlords.
who wanted to be in a retail space. This was
So
one
this
of the,
just happened. And
this
wow.
was I didn't want the opportunity to pass us by as a city
Wow.
and a community. So so then we did that 1-barrel brew house plan of just like Andrew's just gonna brew, a couple
Was
days a
this
week.
the best decision you ever made, though? Are you like, is this
Sure.
Sure? Like, do you still love coming here every day?
Oh, I do love coming here every day.
Yeah.
It's my spot. It's fun. I love talking to people.
Same question, Glenn. Do you love
Yeah.
coming here every day?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think there's a job I would ever trade this for.
Yeah?
The industry, the support that you have in the craft beer world, being able to, like when we go to guild gatherings and just everybody just talks about what they've got going on, and it's not competitive. It's, hey, this is what's working for us. Have you guys thought about this? And it's that sleeping a little bit later. We close at 9.
Yeah.
The headaches that come with the rest of the restaurant world are just way
You've been in
different.
for how long? You said.
That's painful math right there. It would be about 25 years, I think. From
Wow.
27.
I've got a lot
My
of
first job was
restaurant
like bussing
history.
tables and stuff like that at 16. So
I've got ratted a little over 20 years in the industry, but I did a lot of restaurant and stuff like that. Yeah.
it's,
Which was the first time I came here. I just want to say it was after one of these golf events that you guys were there. I don't remember what it's called, but it's right around the corner here at the golf course.
I know what you're talking
And
about.
I came here afterwards because I was like, well, I'm here, might as well.
Yeah.
It was
So-
Backyard Grills.
The backyard-
Day, right?
Backyard Bash, I think,
That's
or-
it, right?
yeah, I think
And,
Backyard Bash.
I was actually working for
Best golf
Spindle Tap
tournament
at the
ever.
time.
Yeah?
And I was representing Spindle Tap out here. And so I came out here, and when I got done, load everything up, I came here for a couple beers. I had some crab cakes. But I remember just looking around, I was sitting by myself, and I just was like, and this is a lot attributed to you, I'm sure, because I was noticing it from the restaurant aspect. I'm like, you've got signs, you've got kind of everything you need, and then like the menu's really laid out well, and you have the menu, you have a physical menu, you have a electronic menu. I mean, you've got photos. It was just really done very well, and I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know it. I was thinking I'm just going to go to the brewery and check it out.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was this whole restaurant aspect to it that's done really, really well.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
we
it's-
kind of call it a restaurant that happens to brew its own beer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And it made me a little self-conscious when we first opened because I knew the food would kind of take center stage over the beer because it's really good food.
It really
good
is.
food.
Not to toot our own horn, but we've got some talented people back there.
Me and
and-
Chris wolfed some stuff
I think
down
you
a while
make
ago.
great beer, though.
But
you make
I think that's
exceptional
kind
beer.
of been. I mean, just to be honest, I'm a little self-conscious sometimes because you want to be a brewery that has people come for the beer, and because that's my craft and that's my pride. But over the years, it's shifted, and now I'm proud of the whole thing. But when we first opened, it was very much like, oh yeah, we also make good beer, and then we started winning awards, and it started to feel a little more.
Maybe we
it's
make
really
great
validating.
beer.
Maybe we make great beer. Maybe it's
I
maybe
love
we
it,
are
though.
a brewery.
I
But
love-
you think about all the great
Very
breweries.
humble.
Thank you. Well, we think about all the great breweries in Houston. St. Arnold is a great brewery, but they do great food too. But they're mostly known for their beer, and because they opened up as a brewery first. We
Right.
opened up as a restaurant and brewery at the same time.
Right.
And a retail space. It was one of the first real concepts of a nano brewery.
Yeah.
And nano brew pub.
Speaking of St. Arnold and food,
Yeah.
we were talking about when we started the podcast. Y'all just did like a television interview.
We did, yeah. We were on Eat Like a Local with Chris Shepard, and that was on KPRC2. It actually aired on our 5th anniversary, and so that was
wow.
a crazy day. But
That's awesome.
yeah, we got to sit pretty much right where you're sitting right now and interview with Chef Chris Shepard, and we highlighted some of our beers, some of our food, and we were on the same episode with St. Arnold. Which was nice to have St. Arnold split an episode
That
with
is
us.
awesome.
Yeah, to be
Super
like
cool.
thought of in the same
Yeah,
sentence.
it was. I was honored. I was absolutely honored.
That's awesome.
We got to go see a screening at St. Arnold. Got to meet Brock Wagner.
Wow.
Got to hang out with them
I
for a
think
little
that's
while.
just a testament that you are that good, though.
Well, thank you very much.
Right.
It was really kind of validating. I would
Yes.
say it was good. We've seen a little pickup in our food service since then.
Oh, wow.
Which is really helpful. September's usually kind of a slow month for
Where
breweries.
can people
Right.
find this video? Is it on
It's
YouTube?
on YouTube. Yeah,
Okay.
eat like a local.
What would they eat like a local?
Eat like a local.
Senate Avenue.
And then it's Brews and Bites.
Brews and Bites.
It's episode 2 of season 3.
Season 3.
Yeah.
so-
That's rad.
Yeah, when
I'll
you're
check it
done
out.
listening to this podcast, go check that out.
Yeah, ours is like a 7-minute segment, but I think it went really well because you'll
Very
find
cool.
out through this podcast. I ramble, and I felt like we interviewed with Chris for like an hour.
I think it was
That's
longer
awesome.
than that.
I think it was
Wow.
it was a long time. He was such a nice guy. If you ever
Yeah.
get to meet Chris Shepard, he's a really
What
nice
happened
guy.
to the other 53 minutes? If you
They cut it out. I mean, it just they
They
had
don't
to,
put
they
it
had to
somewhere?
get-
Edit,
They just had to
yeah.
slam all the
Ah,
food and
right.
the beer in.
Yeah.
I made a couple funny jokes. I think I came off pretty well. My dad jokes are second to none. So
Yeah.
You got a point though. We need to find like the director's cut with the full.
I want to
everything
know.
else that's in it.
Let me see the full. What would we call that? The Mitcham cut.
Mitchum cut.
Have a watch
yeah.
party.
Right?
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
I don't know if y'all want to watch that. It was, yeah, it was good. It was great
I'd watch
exposure.
That's really
Fantastic
cool.
exposure. And
Anybody listening to this would watch that whole video.
So were you guys trying dishes with him, or?
yeah, we highlighted a few of our dishes. The biggest one being our spent grain burger. So as you all know, and people probably watching this podcast know, when you brew beer, you have spent grain, which is the waste product from the mash tun. And we shovel that out and we donate it to a rancher in Alvin, Texas, really close by, or not really close by, but close enough. And he takes that spent grain back to his Wagyu cows, feeds it to his Wagyu cows, and we actually buy the ground beef. I don't get to pick the cow.
Circle of life. Circle of life.
He
I
actually
love
asked
it.
me one time if I wanted to come out and pick the cow, and I'm like, that's too dark.
I don't have any connection to this cow.
I know. I'm not that Texan yet. but
right.
I'd have gone out and kissed him right on the forehead.
But it was
See you soon.
Yeah. I already felt bad just picking a cow, even though we go through 7 cows a week here.
I feel like that turns into like he hands you the cattle prodder or whatever it's called. It's like, okay, you want to do this too? I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm definitely not doing that.
No?
But but that was one thing that we focused on was the spent grain burger. And so we buy this. We bought 2 big freezers to put 1,000 pounds of ground beef into the freezers, and we make smash burgers out of it.
So this is only on the weekend, though.
Only on the
right?
weekends. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, if you're trying to come on a Tuesday and you're like,
I was
going
going to get one today, but I got the Mayor's Burger, and it was
Mayor's
fantastic.
Burger's very good too. It's a nice blend.
It's a blend, yeah. That's really
chuck
caught my eye.
roast
Was
and brisket and.
I might get something in between
it's
the
good,
breaks.
yeah.
I tried
Very
the
good.
pretzel though. And I've
Glenn's
had
pretzel.
stuff before.
Yeah,
That was the best pretzel I've had in a while, and because I
We were
just feel
talking
like
about how good the
pretzels are
pretzel
just
was.
kind of. I don't know. I feel like a lot of times you get a pretzel and it's like, all right, it's fine, it'll do. But y'all's pretzel is delicious. It's really good.
They just kind of throw it in the microwave. What are y'all doing? They're
Crispy
making your
outside,
pretzels
ours
so
is
good.
outside.
Ours is
Yeah,
oven,
we use a real
oven
oven.
baked. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No, it's a legit German pretzel. So
Yeah.
Very
We
good.
did. I think our original pretzel was kind of like that. Was it
Yeah,
like
the original was
the
not-
super pretzel or whatever you can get at like
Yeah, it
Sam's
was
Club
not-
and
Right,
stuff?
yeah,
and-
the big hanger or whatever.
yeah, we kept looking at it. It was like
Nacho
this
cheese.
thing, they kind of that weird square shape. Like we can do better than this, right?
Yeah.
Like,
What's your personal favorite dish that y'all make?
That's I would say probably the ribeye on Thursdays. So we do steak night on Thursdays, which we used to do. We used to get them coming, already cut and all that stuff, and then prices fluctuate and make things less fun.
yes, prices fluctuate. You're so nice.
They don't really fluctuate; they just go up. There's
Yeah.
no
Right, no kidding.
there's no return.
Yeah.
But one of the other jobs I had for a summer was working at the Taste of Texas in the butcher shop when I was cutting ribeyes and doing that.
Oh, wow.
So when we're looking at prices, I was like, all right, we can keep buying these ones that are already cut and sealed, or we can just start buying rolls, and we can see how accurate I can get and cut these things myself. So there's times where I'll cut them, and then like this, we advertise them as 12 ounce. They are anywhere from 12 ounce to a pound. Like they just, if I miss, I miss. Somebody gets a lucky day.
Are
But
you manning the grill too?
no.
Okay.
I just go back there and play with knives.
You're cutting stuff.
It was. Can you imagine like you're opening a brewery and a restaurant and you stumble upon this guy down the street?
Yeah?
Like,
That's
Taste of Texas
amazing.
butcher, Carbach banquet guy. Like
Yeah.
like it's just perfect. And I'm
That's awesome.
so. And I'd say that about anything. It's like our location's really great, but my staff is amazing. I would not be here without.
You got a good team.
I've got
yeah.
a great team. We have 3 or 4 people who've been here for 5 years. We have several more that have been here for at least 3 years. People don't really leave this place because they want to. They leave because they have to, because they're moving,
right.
they're going to college, or they're getting married, or they just got
Graduate.
to graduate somewhere. So, but like we just have a really, really great staff.
We've lost,
Yeah.
2 to the Air Force, and I think we've
2
got
to
a
the
third
Air
one that
Force.
we're going to lose to the
Yeah,
Air Force.
military
awesome.
service. Yeah.
Which is great.
That's great.
It sounded bitter, but it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, right. But you miss those people when they're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
yeah,
absolutely.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they go on to do great stuff, and they come back and they're still on our Slack channel.
Yeah.
So they still participate in our inside jokes and
That's cool.
animated
That
gifs
makes it
and
fun, yeah.
fun stuff. So they're still part of our family no matter what. They'll be allowed to be on our Slack channel until they.
That's great.
Working
decide
for
it's-
breweries is a fun job, man.
It is.
It is. It's stressful, but it's a lot of fun. The
I
community
really
is
love
great.
it when I do like to see people in the industry that really want to be there, because like this is what's the word I'm looking for? This is it's an honor, but it's what am I trying to say?
Kind of like a privilege, I would
privilege.
almost say.
There you
Yeah.
go.
That's what I want to say.
Yeah.
This is a privilege
It is
that
a
we get to
privilege,
do
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
And it's when you have the ones that like we've had some that this is like their first job and they come in, or their first restaurant job, and I try to tell them like you just don't understand how much you're going to miss this environment. You'll go and you'll do the office job, and there may be places where you make better money, but your quality of life and how much you enjoy what you're doing and the friendships you make will surprise you. Like,
Right.
which I think
Absolutely.
is restaurants in general too.
You're gonna learn a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I have friends I still see at least once a month. Like we all get together, and there's 4 of us. We worked for TGI Fridays in Greenspoint, which closed in 2006. So 19 years ago, and we still at least once a month we get together, go have dinner, have drinks, or go to a brewery, do whatever we do. But like I don't know that office jobs do that, or I don't know if there's any other industry where really like 20 years later you're still that tight.
See, I come from the military, and I wanted to bring up. I know Andrew, you were in the Army, right?
Army Reserve, yes. Yeah.
Army Reserve. What? Were you an officer?
No, I was enlisted.
You were enlisted. Okay,
yeah.
me as well.
Yeah.
When did you get out?
Oh gosh, 2010.
2010.
Yeah.
Okay, that's when I went in.
2009ish.
I went in 2010.
Just like high fives on the
I
way.
got in 2014.
Yeah, I enlisted the day after 9/11.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So you were in for a while.
I was in
10
college.
years.
Yeah, I was in college, and 9/11 happened, and college wasn't going all that great.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, this is my calling. You know,
Right on.
so I watched 9/11 happen on my dorm room TV, and the next day I
You were
enlisted.
inspired.
Yeah.
I went out and did it.
I remember
Yeah.
when 9/11 happened, a lot of people joined the military.
Yeah,
That
it was.
you.
Yeah, there was a line out the door. I didn't actually go off to basic training for a whole year because of the
Really?
the backlog of everybody joining. And I wanted to become a medic, which was a really high demand job.
Is that what you did?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay.
Yeah, so I didn't go to Fort Leonard Wood until September 2002.
Because you were in San Antonio for a year.
And then I did San Antonio at
Oh,
Fort
you
Sam
were
Houston.
held off for a year, but then you
Yeah,
did, your
I was held
AIT
off
was
for
a year, right?
And then basic training was at Fort Leonard Wood in
Okay.
September 2002. And then I did basic training, and then I went to San Antonio, Fort Sam Houston
For a year.
for combat medic training.
Yeah.
That was it was about a year. And then my Army
That must have
Reserve.
been a fun AIT.
I liked it.
Yeah,
it was
San
cool.
Antonio-
San Antonio was fun.
Yeah, I
it's a
bet.
military town, college
It
town.
is.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
You know, so you just at the end of the duty day, you just hop in a cab and go to the Riverwalk or go.
Were you interested in beer before you joined the military?
Yeah, I've always been interested in beer.
Was that
Texas-
elevated when you were in the military?
Yes. So being a reservist is kind of interesting because you get called up for different missions, or you can volunteer for different missions, and I volunteered for a lot of different missions. And one of them, or 2 or 3 times, I went to Camp Parks, California, which is just outside of San Francisco in Stockton, California. And it's the very last stop on the BART train to San Francisco. So I got to go at the end of the duty day with a bunch of buddies, Army buddies. We would just go hop on the BART and go into San Francisco for the night, blow all of our money on craft beer, and come back, 2 in the morning and wake up at 5 in the morning
That's
for the
Love
next.
that. That's
It was
amazing.
Fantastic.
You're getting-
I will never be able to do that again. I was very young.
Is that what opened the doors?
Yes. So that was when California craft beer was
No,
booming.
for you personally. I mean.
Personally for me, it was great because in Texas you really couldn't get IPAs. You couldn't really get too much.
So you were
just
ahead
a
of the
sea
game.
of
So
them
the
over
hoppy
there.
stuff, and then in California, especially the West Coast, West Coast IPAs have been West Coast IPAs for a very long time. So I got into West Coast IPAs back in 04, 05, 06.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so I
That's
fell in
wild.
love with Cascade hops and Citra hops, and just really great breweries out in San Francisco. And so that's kind of, and then I came back to Texas, and I would come back to Texas. And then I started to fall in love with St. Arnold. Fall in love with Raw Brewing Company when I lived.
You're from Texas?
I'm from Houston. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So just understanding what craft beer was and loving the community out there, but also just loving the delicious beer, and then pushing people to please make more IPAs here.
Right.
And because it was very big, into amber ales here and Bocks and
St. Arnold had
German beers.
a couple, like Alyssa and Endeavor.
Alyssa is my favorite IPA, not including my own.
Yeah.
But
What's the name of your IPA?
Senator IPA. It's our flagship IPA.
Okay.
And
That's your favorite IPA.
I love Alyssa IPA to this day. It's Cascade hops. It's really like a nice traditional IPA. I would say more of the what IPAs were supposed to be. But there was my favorite IPA that doesn't exist anymore was Soul Style IPA from Green Flash.
Oh, yeah?
Wow.
Yeah, they don't make it anymore because Green Flash I think
Green
got
Flash is-
sold.
yeah.
And they made
And they
this thing
make
called Soul Style IPA,
great
and it was
IPAs.
so crispy, but
Yeah.
also West Coast. It was
Yeah.
so good, and they had it at my local Specs, and that's all I would get all
I miss the
summer.
Green Flash.
Green Flash was great.
Glenn, same question. What's your favorite beer, I guess? I know it's kind of basic, but
What's your favorite color?
yeah.
Right. I think I would probably say Marzin's. I tend to like the big multi.
Is there like a
pretzel-y,
Marzen from somewhere that you just was exceptional that opened your mind? What opened your mind for craft beer?
So when I grew up, I was kind of the one that was like, I'm never gonna. I told my parents I'm never gonna drink beer. Just I didn't care for it.
Yeah.
To be fair, I was also trying they were drinking, I think, Miller High Life. So maybe my mistake was starting on the champagne of beers is why I didn't get into it.
I drank a lot of Miller High Life back in the day. I started with Keystone.
Okay.
Dirty 30, $15 for a 30 pack.
man.
That's what I used.
That's a lot of people's story,
and get the night going.
Beer pong,
When I was in the military, I did get to try a lot of beers. The PX, you could order beers from all over.
Yeah.
Yeah, Casey needs to get a beer.
And some of those beers are like they just don't taste right without a ping pong ball floating in them. I think.
Yeah.
It's like I think it's in the flavor profile.
I think it helps, and you can't. You got to make sure you drink the beer after you pull the ping pong ball.
Yes, you do.
Exactly.
Yeah. You can't. No water cups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
In Texas, it was just Shinerbach.
Shinerbach, yeah.
Shinerbach. There were a lot of Box. And
I was drinking
that
Shiner
was
back in the day.
which is great. It's fine. But, it wasn't really until St. Arnold and Carbach came around, and in Houston at least, that you started to get those IPAs, and it expanded. Now everyone has IPAs all over the place, but
They're everywhere, but it's funny. I do want to say this. Everybody keeps saying we're headed in the direction of the lager, and I agree. Mm-hmm. We are. But as everybody stops, I don't think people are going to stop making IPAs, but I think it's gonna have a resurgence. I think it's gonna hop back. I think it's gonna be like the stock market. It's headed down, but it's gonna come back up.
The time of going to places where they've got half their menu is just IPAs.
Yes.
I think that's kind of fading out. But there's still always going to be 3 or 4. We tend to keep at least.
I think Megaton's always going to make a big hazy IPA.
Yeah, we tend to try to keep the Senator, a hazy, and sometimes it's a double. We've got a triple or a smash, but we do like to have at least a third one in there because we've got 12 taps to play with, so we have a little bit.
So y'all usually
room.
have 3 IPAs.
We kind of target at least 3.
Can we talk about those?
Yeah,
sure.
So you have 3. You said I know you got Mayor Murkey. Is that one of those 3 right now?
Yes. We actually. So we have.
We
have the Senator. We have Mayor, which is a double dry hopped Imperial hazy IPA, which actually the Mayor was the.
So y'all do the Mayor all year round.
Yeah.
But
So
but in the October becomes Mayor Murkey, or
it's a different one. So the Mayor actually was the 2023, the first year of the Murkey Myers event. Our Mayor recipe was our Mayor Murkey.
Yeah.
But it was so popular that we just all right, let's just make this one all the time. And then the last 2 years we've done maybe a different hop blend or tried a different yeast. Or this year I think we kind of softened the ABV a little bit because the Mayor I think is 9.7.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's
It's
Imperial.
bastard.
It's
a proper Imperial.
Yeah, this year's, which is why we only do 10-ounce pours. I think this year we're down to 8.1, so we've tried to make it a little bit more. 8.3?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. 8.5. Yeah.
For the regular Mayor, not Mayor Murkey.
Mayor Murkey is 8.5.
Yeah.
The Mayor is our year-round one is 9.7.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
The first time when they do the big gathering at No Label where everybody brought theirs, everybody we didn't have the ABV posted on whatever signage they had. So I'm we're try theirs. Oh, it's great. And they're like,
yours
not
was
bad
the
for
strongest one
9.7.
every year,
It
right?
was the strongest, yeah. That year it was.
Yeah.
The first year was definitely the strongest.
I'm drinking the Senator IPA.
Okay.
6.6.
6.6.
I think it's 6.6.
Yeah. No, so that's like a little.
I want to
bit
go
of
to
a-
the next decimal
little
point
bit of
just
a Belgian
to
quality.
see.
Yeah,
You find out it's
I mean, it's a very
6.66.
simple grain bill. I mean, it's basically just 2-row and a little bit of Vienna, which is probably why you're getting that Belgian flavor to it a little bit. Citra hops, Cascade hops,
Okay.
USO5 yeast, very easy.
Yeah.
It attenuates really well. It's super fresh, so it didn't flocculate all that well, but it'll clear out in the kegs a little bit.
I think he caked that out yesterday.
Oh, it's yesterday, yeah. So this is super
Oh,
fresh.
nice.
Yeah. So you got a
Hey.
little bit of fresh hop to it.
Yeah, we're just
So-
talking
That's
about all the
delicious.
IPAs.
Yummy.
Yes, sir. You know what? I know Casey just came back with that beer, but I think it's a good time for us to take a break.
All right.
I was going to say he's the only one that has a beer now.
I
so-
know. So, not yet, Chris. Did you already do it? Okay. Let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back. I want to talk about Mayor Murkey.
Okay.
Sure.
Awesome. See y'all in a minute.
Yeah. Cheers.
Are you someone who loves beer and is looking for a bigger home so you have more room for that beer? Are you looking to move closer to your favorite brewery or bottle shop? Whatever the reason, you need to call Hugh Height, the Texas Beer Realtor. Hugh is a craft beer fan looking to help out his fellow hopheads any way he can with their real estate needs. That's Hugh Height, TexasBeerRealtor.com or 281-939-8182. Hello, and welcome to Spider Games. A few years ago, I started selling a couple video games on eBay. Now I'm selling video games of all generations, retro toys, and anything I think's cool. I'm a top-rated seller because I package well and I take care of my customers. Check out my store on eBay. It's called Spider Games. Do you have any old video games sitting around? I buy video games of all generations, and I pay better than the game stores. If you do, email me at spidergamesebay@gmail.com.
And we're back, y'all. We're here at Senate Avenue. This is part 2 of the podcast today.
Yeah, we're moving into the Murkey Myers. Oh,
Brandon's
that's
trying
your
to
beer.
drink
I'm
my
trying
beer.
to steal his beer. Maybe that's just because I'm intimidated. This is here. Let me put on my camera. This is a big Murkey. This is a big Murkey, Andrew.
It's a big one.
What's the
Yeah.
percentage we were just talking about?
8.3.
8.3?
No, 8.5.
8.5.
8.5, yeah.
And we don't know if this is the biggest one this year?
I don't know.
I mean, there's 18 other ones this year to try to
there's
track
a
down.
lot.
So
There's a
a
lot
lot
of
of
everybody
everybody's
there.
recall
stats.
that, yeah.
I think the first year was, what, 7?
7, yeah.
And now
I
we're
was
up
in
to
it. You were in it,
18.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's only a couple of us that have been all 3 years.
Yeah.
Because Project Halo was in the first year, and they haven't been in since. And
No.
then
Elder Sun was-
closed.
Yeah.
So it was us.
I think Galveston Bay's been every
Galveston Bay, Vallison's.
No label, of course.
No
Yeah.
label.
Yeah.
Elder Sun, Project Halo,
Deck has
Megaton.
been doing it as well.
But you started last year. You weren't in the first
year. No,
year.
we did.
No,
yeah,
we did the first year.
No, I'm talking about Deca.
Oh, Deca.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
looking
Deca,
at you
yeah.
when I said that.
Sorry.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if they did it the year before. I wasn't honestly
No,
sure.
y'all started last year. Y'all kicked ass last year. Did y'all win any awards at the Murkeys last year?
No, we got skunked at the Murkeys.
Oh no, we didn't win anything either.
So did No Label, and they started it. So
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he was also one of the judges, I think, last year
Yeah.
too.
you know.
How many judges are there?
I think there was 3.
Yeah,
It was John,
Yeah.
and it was Tom, and it was one other person.
Rudy?
Yeah,
Rudy Cano?
I don't remember.
I can't.
Was it
remember.
James? James Simpson?
Maybe it was James Simpson. I don't know.
James was James there last year?
I don't remember.
I don't think James was there
Everything
last
was
year.
very murky last year.
Yeah.
Because we all
I
drank
think 14 different.
double dry hopped Imperial IPAs all night.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember.
I
actually
know
got-
all about that.
I got a hotel room in Katy because I'm like,
Did you?
I did.
That
I'm like,
is
I am
wild.
not driving all the way back to
Smart
Jersey
move.
Village.
I don't think I drank that many that night though.
Oh, I did.
I had
Yeah,
all.
I'm glad
I
I
had the
did.
first part of the month to drink a bunch.
Yeah,
of
I
them,
always
so.
get a hotel room, or I guess I could Uber and probably save $100, but oh well.
Right?
How much is a hotel in Katy by No Label?
Yeah, it was like $100.
Oh, really?
It wasn't
Okay.
bad. Yeah,
It's not bad.
it wasn't like a high demand night. So
Yeah, you just need a bed.
I
and a
thought it
shower.
was
probably
a
use some
fun
points.
night.
Probably use some points.
Oh, yeah.
There you
I
go.
don't know.
So y'all are going this year? The
Oh yeah,
Murkeys?
yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
there.
Thankfully, my mom hasn't sold her house in Katy yet. So
Oh, you just
Yeah,
stay
you
at
just
mom's?
gotta stay there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Does she
Mom's
still have
room.
your old room?
That's cool.
Yeah.
so the bed I left behind.
Oh
They're
yeah.
in the process of moving though, so it's probably covered in shit right now. But
Hey,
just make enough space.
just need a spot to, yeah.
So tell me about your Murkey.
So this year, I actually this is where we needed Adam, our brewer. I wasn't as involved in this one, so I don't remember the stats other than
It's
the ABV.
8.5%. Let me go grab the brew sheet. Can y'all pause for a
Okay,
second?
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
grab the
yeah.
brew sheet.
Yeah, take
It's
your
got.
time.
It
Yeah, we'll
definitely
just
has,
keep talking.
Yeah.
It has a little bit more of a hoppy punch at the end than the if you taste it side by side with the original Mayor.
I like it.
The original Mayor has a little bit more of a clean finish. I mean, you still get the hops, but it doesn't have like a lot of linger.
Yeah.
Where I think this year does have a little bit more of a linger to it. And,
Okay.
and a little
What's
bit
your
more
Murkey
of a-
called?
Mayor Murkey.
Mayor
Mayor
Murkey.
Murkey,
Yes,
yeah.
I'm sorry, Mayor Murkey.
So,
yeah.
are you not able to get it in a pint?
No, with the higher ABV, we kind of hold everybody
What,
off.
is it like at 8%? You guys do
Usually around 8. Yeah.
10% only?
Yeah, especially because like with the unfortunately it's smooth.
Right. Yeah.
So that's
yeah.
where it gets a little more dangerous. Like our stout, stouts have a little bit more body. They'll slow it down a little bit. So we'll still do that one in a pint, and I think it's
Okay.
I think it's 8.1 or high 7s. It's right on the edge of
Okay,
like,
so it's
should
not
we
a
do pints? But, for the most part, if it's 8 and it's too easy to drink,
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like our Oktoberfest is the other one. I think it's like 7.9.
I was
It's-
getting my body prepared for a pint of that, so I'm kind of glad now.
Oh, yeah. You haven't grabbed one yet.
No, not. It's gonna be my next one
Okay.
because this will be my. Like I said a while ago, this will be my first stamp because I'll have my
Oh, nice.
first full murky.
Y'all have it. We should make Andrew grab the stamp while he's over there.
Even when we were at No Label last week, we only tried.
Hey, Chris, can you hand me that paper? Or
We only tried the murky at No Label. I didn't.
You don't
try
have
the
your
full
stamp
one.
on you, do you?
But No Label's is really good though.
I wanted to get my stamp
He's
on
got
the
the sheet.
podcast.
We're legit.
Got the Bruce
We're
Smith
legit
shit
right
out.
now. We've got the actual brew sheet.
Oh, you're gonna grab it? Okay. He's gonna go through He's gonna grab me the stamp.
Okay.
All right, for all the people that like stats and
We like stats.
beer geek stuff,
All
this
right,
is
let's
happening.
do some beer geek stuff. It was brewed on September 11th.
Oh wow.
Wow,
Let's see.
on purpose?
No, but it's definitely more patriotic now.
Yeah. Mayor Murkey.
OG was a 1075, a hefty 1075. Final Gravity was a 1010. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, good for you.
Mm-hmm.
The yeast we use is Verdant IPA yeast.
Oh, no, we gotta do it on the pot. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Chris.
he's doing
there
it.
we go.
Let's do it. Chris, you got it?
His side of his face.
He's been
great.
stamped. It's official now.
That was great.
That's awesome.
And then mostly the grain bill is Maris Otter's the biggest base that we have with a little bit of two-row for sweetness. Flaked oats because it's a hazy. Flaked barley because it's a hazy. And some dextrose to give it a little more gravity to it.
Thank you, Glenn.
And then hops. Lots of different hops. Mostly El Dorado, Asaka, Strata, and Idaho
Doing
7.
it again.
staring at the
Okay.
I don't even know if I'm in it now.
I'm
but-
glad you're on top of it, though.
So yeah,
That's a handful of hops.
Handful of hops. So 4 different hops. El Dorado, Asaka, Strata, and Idaho 7.
Made you
yeah.
choose all those hops.
We just usually have our Monday meeting and we're like, what should we do?
Yeah.
So we're small. Like, I don't know if anyone, we're going to maybe tour the brew house at some point with your cameras, but we're really small. We're 3.5 barrel brew house. We're a nano brewery. So when we buy hops, we only buy a couple pounds at a time.
Right.
So we can buy, 16 ounces here, 16 ounces there. So these are all 2 pounds each. So we can just, buy whatever we want and it's
Okay.
all fresh.
So it's not
shipped.
just based on like what you have left. Or,
It's not what's lying around.
Right,
It's,
okay.
it's actually like, hey, Idaho 7s are really great. I love Strata. I love Idaho 7. So that's probably my contribution to this all. But, anything else, we're just kind of like, what's something that just,
What do we wanna
let's go
combine?
to YakimaValleyHops.com and see what they have and see
Yeah.
what's fun. We love experimental hops. So, there's every year, there's a lot of experimental hops that come out, and you can buy a couple pounds at a time, 11 pounds at a time, and
Okay.
do a smash IPA, and see if that hop is
Yeah.
something that we want to invest in the future.
What was the one we just got in the hops for their next smash, and it was one that I'd never heard of, and I don't.
Dulcita.
Okay.
Those,
Wow.
Yeah,
It's been out for a few years, but it still has an experimental denominator on
So
it.
y'all have a rotating smash series?
We do. Yeah,
Oh,
it's called
cool.
Smash the Gavel. We've done some easy ones like Strata. We've done Strata Smash. We've done
Simcoe.
Cascade Smash.
That's
Simcoe.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I really like to just try new stuff. We keep the same base malt. It's just Maris Otter. It's a smash, single malt, single hop.
Yeah.
So we just do Maris Otter as the base malt, and then we just add whatever hop. USO 5, I believe, for the yeast. So nothing very, nothing too crazy.
Right.
And then we just change the hops. And it's a good series. It's a good
Yeah,
series.
that's cool.
It definitely lets us key into what hops are interesting, what we don't want to have. Has there really been anything that we've never wanted?
I still get excited by those kinds of things. I still
What's
will
different
enjoy
ab-
that.
I'm sorry. As far as hops, what's different about this Murkey compared to the last 2 years?
I think this is the first time that we've used Azaka hops.
Okay.
I've never heard of that one. I've never used that one before and anything else. I don't think we've ever done an Azaka
So you would say all
smash.
your Murkeys are kind of...
Yeah. Basically, we're going to do the same malt bill to get the same ABV, our same malt backbone. But the hops are all in any IPA, especially a double dry hop type. It doesn't. I mean, the hops are going to be the forward flavor,
right?
So you want to change that up every year. So every year we do a Murkey. The Mayor Murkey is different because of the hops, and it's double dry hop. So we have we only do hops in the Whirlpool, and then we do it secondary with a double dry hop twice, double dry hop. So that's basically how we make the Mayor Murkey. But we just come up with the hop bill is just on a Monday we're like, hey, let's just sort of figure this one out. What did we do last year? What do we want to change up this year? What's interesting on the websites? What's out there on spot hops? What's fresh right now? We definitely try to do this crop year on the hops. We don't try to go cheap and go like a 2023 sale. We want to make sure that's something fresh and new.
Are y'all going to be going to any other breweries and trying the Murkeys this year?
I sure hope so.
Yeah, want to? Yeah.
Yeah.
Which ones are y'all excited about?
Well, Megaton, of course.
Thank you.
I do want to go to
Deca?
Megaton. Deca.
Yeah.
Love Deca.
Well, they're 5 minutes. If you've ever been to Megaton,
they're super close.
Yeah, they're like,
Oh, nice.
Well,
maybe not 5 minutes. I kind of say
Final
no.
Gravity's over there too. They're part
That's
of it.
what's great
that's right,
about
yeah.
it is
Also Murkey.
about the Murkey tour is you don't have to, of course, unless you're Brandon, go to every single one. Like last year.
I'm not doing that this year.
Please don't. Please don't.
I wouldn't be here right now.
No, of course
I think
not.
last year I didn't make it to any of them, and I just tried to drink all 14 at no label.
At no label,
Yeah.
We're going to
Some
try
way to
most
do
of them
it.
at no label,
Yeah.
but I mean, I have a little more free time these days. I'm definitely going to try to figure out how to make it out to different breweries. And
They
try
got a
them all
bus
out.
tour, I heard.
There's a bus tour that's
Didn't know if you knew about
doing
City
different
Brew Tour.
ones. City bus tours and City Brew Tours, I think is the name.
They
reached out to us.
reached
They're
us too. Oh,
They're coming this Sunday.
they're
here.
coming this Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay, so
They're
they
doing the
hit up
Northwest
Casey
side.
and they told us that we could come on any brew tour we wanted to go on.
Nice.
So we were thinking about maybe
The
jumping
Hound Song one
with Hound Song
yeah.
Tail Yard
Yeah.
I think
Columbus.
it's the 17th or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's at the end of towards the end of the month. We
Yeah.
might do
And
that one.
Hound Song is great. That's one of the nice things when we do when we go to the Texas Craft Brewers Guild and Cup and everything in
Travis.
was it January or February.
In February, yeah.
It's nice to run up there, stop in, have lunch, say hi to everybody, and have a couple beers, and then on the way home, kind of do the same thing, nurse that hangover a little bit. And
Right.
Typically congratulate them on a couple more medals, and you'll get into seeing I think last time when I stopped in, Frosttown came through while I was there.
that's
I think
cool.
the bouncing guys. So
That's cool,
I think
yeah.
it's a common stop for anybody that's dealing with I-10. Will just
Dude, for real.
take
Like,
that
and
Columbus
they
run.
make such good product. I haven't been, but I love their beer.
I went
It
last
is
year for
great.
Murkey, and he when I walked through the door, I think it was the first time I had met Travis, and he was super kind. and
He is
brought
the
me-
nicest guy.
Yeah.
He,
really
Peace
great.
Corvette.
You too.
Really nice guy.
Yeah, you
Thank you
too.
very much. But
Very welcoming.
He is very welcoming, and he is a very knowledgeable brewer.
Very much.
Sometimes he gets to talking about brewing stuff, and I get a little lost, even though I've
Wow.
been doing this for 5 years,
says
6
something.
years. But
Do you
and
know all the breweries that are in Murkey this year?
I think so. If you're gonna ask me to name them all, I can't. But
No, I'm not asking you to name them all. Was there any of them that surprised you?
I think there was some that was kind of surprising that weren't
Meanwhile
there that
surprised
haven't
me
popped
the
up.
most.
Yeah,
I was
Meanwhile
gonna
was
say
an odd
Meanwhile
one.
out in Austin.
But
But
when he
you know,
was talking about that one, I was like, maybe these stamps should be weighted a little bit. Where it's like if you're in the Houston area, you got one. If you make it out to Hound Song, maybe that's like a 2-stamp trip.
It's kind of you know what they're doing with me.
Yeah. I
Well, you know what they're
Maybe not
doing
to
meanwhile,
mean-
right?
meanwhile,
if you
it's
do
like
meanwhile,
3
you don't have
stamps.
to go to another brewery.
Yeah.
yeah,
Maybe I don't know if I guess that's a conversation whether Hound Song should be also like that.
yeah. I think it's great.
Not this year, but maybe next year that's the case.
Yeah, I think it's great to get those breweries involved because
I think so too. I agree.
I think
Yeah.
the more breweries, the better. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
now do
Yeah.
you have to do all of them to get the invite to the Murkeys?
Right.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I
a
think
tier
it'll be more
system.
territorial as we keep moving forward.
I think having that brewery tour bus is a really smart thing
Yeah.
to do.
Just
I
need to
was-
get that promotion out a little bit sooner.
I was
next
telling
year.
Tom when he came to drop off our passports the other day. Remember back in the day when St. Arnold did Divine Reserve, and when they released Divine Reserve, I literally took a day off of work to go find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
the hunt, and it was
Yeah.
so much fun.
It was
and
so
I'm
much
like,
fun.
the Murkeys is the new hunt.
Yeah.
And I feel like they've done a really great job of marketing it. They've
Yeah.
won a lot of awards with it, but it really has kind of made our brewery we're on a thread with 20 different brewers.
Yeah. That's wild.
And it wasn't just about the Murkeys. Now, if anyone needs anything or anybody has any
It opened up the
problems,
communication.
It opens up communication.
Yeah.
And
Right.
so I think they've done a really great job, not just in getting people that normally wouldn't come to my brewery because they want the stamp. That's always good. And coming
Yeah.
to Megaton, and coming
New
to
people
DECA,
that have
Yeah.
never been to Senate or Megaton,
Yeah.
coming in and getting a stamp, and then like, oh, this place is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah.
come here more.
Right.
And that's word of mouth. That's
Yeah.
the best
And
marketing you can do.
I think that was kind of part of his goal was whether it was his
Yeah.
goal or not. It was an awesome thing. Even the first year, we started seeing people that we've never been here before, but we're trying to
Yeah.
complete the tour.
I don't think it was, can I say it? I didn't say it on the podcast to him, but I'm going to say it right now, and I'm sorry for interrupting you. I don't think it was very successful the first year, and we were in it. I don't think
Well,
that
that's
many.
what I was about to say. Is he kind of told the story and how it developed, and it started with this whole yard sign thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't like let's come up with a collaborative brewery thing where we get all these breweries to collaborate. It was more this idea that flourished one year after the other, and I don't
Yeah.
think it was a big deal at first, but
I think he threw a lot of money at it the first year, and it wasn't like it didn't really hit the expectation. But I love that he kept moving forward
Yeah.
and tried it the next
Yeah.
year.
I mean,
and
for
I
us-
think last year it really kind of took off, and this year, seeing on Beer Taste in Houston people talking about it,
Yeah.
because I didn't see that last year.
We didn't see a
Not
lot of
as
that
much,
last
yeah.
year. And now seeing on Beer Tasting Houston and
People are
and
excited.
having
Yeah.
a brewery tour that's actually like doing, a bus tour to get everybody.
You called me a
stamped.
legend earlier because I went to 8 breweries in one day. I talked to Skylar on the phone yesterday, and he said the same thing to me. And I'm like, yeah, but I didn't have much competition last year. It wasn't like this year. There's
Well,
people
you're on a mission,
Detroit.
remember? Because you messaged me like you're going to be there. I'm like, yeah, I'll be here.
Because I wanted to
And
talk to you.
I know.
Apparently,
I
there's
know.
like some
But
maniac
it was
on a
just- it was
motorcycle is
like-
trying to knock them all out in 3 days or something.
Dang.
I was
There's
trying to.
been a lookout
Who?
for a
Well, I
gold.
pitched
Oh,
this-
somebody is?
There's a guy that I guess he hit up a couple breweries like the first day, and like somebody like he was at one of them like
So it's
right
me,
when they
point
opened,
2.0.
and
Yeah,
like
on a motorcycle.
they,
On a motorcycle?
Yeah, they hadn't picked up their passports yet, and I guess whoever he talked to like wasn't sure, and they was just it apparently
Yeah, they
wasn't.
went to walking stick and
Yeah.
they weren't prepared for it yet.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Yeah.
And then he went somewhere else, and he's just. I guess he's a.
So
a
he's
little
trying to
rowdy,
win.
but-
I saw
but
somebody
he's got,
talking
like, a
about walking
spreadsheet
stick.
with
Yeah.
like
I guess
the
how
staff didn't know.
far
They didn't
each
know.
brewery
Wait,
is
wait,
from
wait.
his house.
He said he has a spreadsheet.
This guy apparently
Yes.
he's got like a
Yeah.
spreadsheet with how the distance, I guess, of miles and drive time from the brewery to brewery or brewery to house, where he's just got
On
it
a
all lined
motorcycle.
out apparently
That's
on a
rad.
gold bike. So
Do we
I
know
hope
this
he's drinking
person's
water.
name?
I don't know.
no,
We probably shouldn't name
If
drop.
we
So
just-
Yeah.
I pitched this idea to Tom, and I think it's a great idea if it keeps growing as it has. I think it would be really cool to have some regional sort of prizes. So if you get
Yeah.
this region and you collect all these, these Murkeys from
Yeah.
these breweries, you get a T-shirt or a prize or whatever that is, a glass,
Yeah.
whatever.
I love
and
that.
then you could say you complete 2 regions, you get something extra. If you
Sure.
complete all the regions,
It's
you
like a
get,
risk
you
board.
know,
Yeah.
You kind of you can just tack on as much as you want. That way you can.
Settlers of Catan.
You're not
Yeah.
making it out of
Roads
reach for
between
some
them.
people who maybe
Yeah.
like, okay, I can't do 19 in a month. That's
Yeah.
just too out of my reach. But you make it to where they can do like, maybe 10 in a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
when
I don't know about the motorcycle, but I admire the tenacity, and
Yeah.
I can't wait to see who wins this year.
You're talking about that happened
exciting.
just recently. This guy came
that
by.
happened like he
hasn't
hasn't been
come
here
here
yet,
yet.
but like
Oh, not yet.
Not yet.
on Wednesday.
But that was the person that was on
day
beer
the month of
tasting.
Murkey started.
Yeah.
He
And
wants
they
to
were-
win.
The day it started
motivated.
at
Did you see
11 a.m.
I think I saw
He was,
it.
he was kinda
I don't
salty.
know. I've been so
Well,
busy
I
the last
think
couple
I saw
days.
it, yeah, because you had commented on it, and
Yeah.
you were kind of saying maybe the staff just wasn't aware. Which
Yeah.
the first thing I thought, I was like, maybe just miscommunication.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
of
they hadn't had a
course.
chance to
Yeah.
get their, I think their passports, because Tom was trying to run them around and he was trying to do it a couple earlier in the week. I think he had car trouble or something.
Yeah, he did.
But he kind of had to drop something like, all right, these 3 or 4 breweries, yours are at this place. This couple breweries,
Ours was
yours
at
are here.
Excalibur,
Yeah.
Megaton and Decas.
And Walking Stick was the same kind of thing. I forget which brewery it was at, but theirs weren't dropped off there, so somebody had to go get them and come back and get the stamps and all that stuff.
And he was there like right when they opened.
Yeah, they
And-
walked
Oh,
in
yeah.
at open.
And it's tough. Like even with 18 breweries, making sure that every staff member knows everything that they're supposed to be doing is
Yeah.
not realistic.
Right.
Especially on day one, hour one, 5
Right.
minutes in.
Yeah.
So informing our staff like, hey, this is most of our staff has been here for a couple of years, so they
Yeah.
understand the Murkey. But we have some new people that are like, hey, this is what we're doing, and you gotta stamp it, and they were like, what? And
Yeah. And if
So,
you're just
you know.
maybe you're just a new guy on the block or whatever the case
Yeah.
may be, or you just didn't get told.
Yeah.
But somebody comes in there saying, "What about this Murkey Myers?" And you're like, "Murkey what? I don't
Yeah.
even know what you're talking
Yeah.
about." Yeah, I get
Monday
it. So,
morning debrief.
Hopefully, they were able to get in touch with that person.
Yeah,
and-
I think they
so.
were. I think it was all handled.
Tom told me like, look,
I wonder
I'll
how many they
understand
got
people
right
away.
now.
yeah.
I don't know. We should check in on him.
I don't know if you could just be doing like Wednesdays. He's trying to knock out a bunch or whatever his day
Yeah,
off is.
maybe
so
that's
Maybe.
Yeah.
cool.
I know when I started last year, I was at Megaton, and it just kind of hit me. I'm like, what if I start going to every single one of these breweries and I just film my interaction? And I'm like, that would be neat, and it would be a great way to promote it and promote Megaton.
Sure.
And so I went to Megaton. I went to, we talked about this a little bit last week, but I went to, saw Casey at Decca, and then I went to Excalibur. I really didn't know how many breweries I was going to go to that day.
Yeah.
But
When you get motivated, man,
I
know this about you. When you get on a mission,
A little fire
you're
under
gonna finish that mission.
Yeah.
I like the feeling whenever I complete something.
Sure, of course.
Yeah.
But I think you also like not to. You know, I think that you love this community more than anybody.
I love this community.
and so like I think that people, of course, like seeing you walk through the door, but the way that you promote it and the way that you kind of helped it go, because somebody was saying in our brewer thread, like, has anybody gone
I heard
to
about
all of them
this.
yet? And they're like, well, Brandon was fine or something like that.
I've been very vocal. I'm not doing it this year. I'm doing it. I'm going to all the
Right, but
breweries.
not all in one day.
I'm going throughout the entire month.
break it up a little bit.
Spread it out a little bit.
Spread it out.
Spread out, which I think everybody should do. But there's
Everybody
got to be
should
a
do,
winner.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to win this year and have that title. That's a title.
That's what was smart about having. If you complete all of them, it's not a race to who completes all of them first.
You've got a whole month.
That now it's like you get your name put in a drawing, and I think that
Yeah.
eliminates
Yeah.
the need to speed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree. Especially on a motorcycle with a spreadsheet.
Safety first, boys and girls.
Hey, I didn't have a motorcycle last year.
That's true, man. I don't know if I could do that on a
They
motorcycle.
changed the rules because of me last year for this year. So, but that's wild.
Yeah.
Anything else we need to talk about Murkey right now?
Yeah, come on by, get your stamp.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. I will pull up the brew sheet and
Yeah.
I'll talk about it and but every year is going to be different. So next year it'll be a different set of hops, different set of.
That's cool.
So you need to come try out
we'll just throw
this
the OG
year's
back out
Murkey
there.
at Senate Avenue
Yeah, 'cause
and all
it
these
won't be the
breweries
same.
because it's going to be different. I would
Yeah.
agree that I would say Megaton's Murkey, and I just tried it yesterday, and I'm going to tell you, I don't know if it's going to be green later, but it wasn't green yesterday, and it was way better than last year.
Think so? Okay.
I think so.
I'm excited. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
I still
pretty.
liked
I'm
yours
pretty.
last year.
I liked my Murkey last year.
Yeah.
I love what I tried yesterday.
Okay,
Awesome.
good.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the
It's
Murkeys.
exciting. Yeah.
So get all your stamps. Show up on the 23rd in No Label. We'll all hang out and
I think you have to complete the Murkeys
by the 23rd.
by the 23rd in
Yeah,
order to be
that's what the
invited to the
passport
Murkey.
says,
Yeah. to come to the Murkeys. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you have till the 31st, I believe, or the 30th.
But it's going to be a
or-
big party, and you get to hang out with all of us.
Yeah,
if
all
you-
of us. Yeah.
But
It's
to
gonna
get
be a
your
party.
finisher tea, I think you have all the way till the end of the month.
We'll be signing autographs. It'll be a whole thing.
No, that's cool. Well, yeah, y'all get marked up.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what. Chris, at the bottom right corner, it shows you the time we've been recording. What is it at right now? What's up? 21 minutes. Okay, let's keep going.
Keep going.
We'll talk about like other events or
Yeah, we can talk about the.
Well,
kinda
we were talking about the state of craft beer, and you
Yeah.
said you had 2 cents to put into that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an open book. I get not a lot of people, but anybody who's crazy enough to think about opening a brewery will come in and talk to us and, ask questions about what did you do right, what did you do wrong. They ask a lot of questions about, how we're doing right now. Everyone asks, I think all my friends in the industry are, when we hang out at every month we do a guild meetup. And
Yeah, yours. It's this month. It's at
Yeah, we're
month's at
hosting
Senate,
Senate
yeah,
Avenue.
so-
It was just at Paradigm, and we talked all about this podcast.
yeah,
up there.
and it's interesting because like everyone kind of walks into that. All the brewery owners and all the people in the industry walk into there,
Yeah.
and they're all kind of looking at each other and like, so how are y'all doing? How are you doing?
Everybody okay?
No one wants to say anything bad. No one wants to say anything good.
Right,
'Cause sometimes when
right.
you're doing really well, you don't know if someone's doing bad.
It's almost
and-
like survivor's guilt.
And
Yeah.
there's so many breweries that are just not. They're struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they're paycheck to paycheck basically. I think a lot of breweries that are closing these days are they're not so much doing bad. It's just the owners aren't paying themselves. I think there's a lot of breweries that the ownership, like myself, like for the first 3 years, I didn't pay myself.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
A lot of work, a lot of grind for no money.
Yeah.
And we're doing a lot better now that we're out of debt. We're out of so I always kind of tell people take on as little debt as you can because those interest rates will kill you. Banks are not nice, especially if you get an SBA loan. Yeah, especially if you get an SBA loan or any sort of conventional loan. You can't make a payment. They're coming for your stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
We just have an atmosphere right now, and I don't think this is forever. I think this is just a period of time.
I think the industry grew really, really
did.
quickly, and some business models did better than others.
Yeah.
I'll say our business model of being a nano brewery with a kitchen is doing probably the best.
And
out
air
of all of
conditioned
them.
tap room.
And air conditioning in a tap room. All the stuff.
You're also a great location.
And the location. We have
Neighborhood brewery.
I always tell people you got to check all these boxes:
Yep.
location, staff.
Yeah.
Got to have really great staff.
Yeah, it's important.
You've got to have reliable food. If you can find a food truck rotation,
You're right. You
that
need a
works for
food
you.
truck, but you don't need that. But if you need
We
a
did
food truck,
we
you
did
have
a-
to have one.
We did a kitchen, which is a whole nother nightmare, by the way.
Right.
Yeah.
Kitchens are a nightmare. Logistically,
I'm sure it's so much harder.
10 times harder than a brewery.
Yeah.
The kitchen side of things with
All these walls you got to kick through.
all the suppliers you have. We have Cisco, U.S. Food, Jake's, Houston Avocado Company. We have a linen company. We have all this that's managed by multiple people back there.
Yeah.
And by the way, all those people could just quit.
Yeah.
Like if I'm not paying them well or they're not making enough money, they could just go work somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's a constant battle with labor. So that's a really big when you can just have a food truck show up and that's their problem.
Right.
Yeah.
But for us, it's our problem all the time.
Yeah.
But what if the food truck doesn't show up? That's something that happens
another
sometimes.
problem.
On our side, on
Yeah.
mine and Casey, we work at breweries that have food trucks.
They don't show up sometimes.
And if they don't show up, then we're just out of luck and people are going to be mad.
Yeah, we lose money.
Yeah.
For
That
sure.
was-
We
That
can lose
was
$400 on
I've
a
seen
Saturday.
somebody come in, they're like, hey, where's your food truck? And then they have one beer and they leave because for somebody reason the
it's a
food truck
huge
decided to
revenue.
show
That's
up.
one of the things I've heard is if you give people, if they have an excuse to leave, they will. And sure, they can Uber Eats and have something brought to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're going to have to pay the
That's part of the
extra
brewery
fees and all that
experience,
stuff.
though, is there's either a food truck where you get to try something unique, local, or you get to go to like a, I don't know. It just feels like it's a different kind of brewery. It's it's
It's
so
also
many
easier
things.
to manage people when they're drinking if you have some food
Yeah.
to kind of
Absolutely.
slow things down and
Really
pump the
good
brakes a
food
little
though.
bit.
Like
Hey,
Yeah.
buddy,
you-
here's a pretzel for you. It's on the
Yeah.
house.
if
Yeah. Chips and
you're not
salsa,
into
man.
breweries, you'd still come here and eat. That's what I'm trying to say.
I mean,
The
that-
food's good.
We see
You
it
gotta
lunch.
appeal. You gotta appeal to the entire family.
Yeah.
And that's definitely something that we have tried to do from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Is you don't have to like craft beer to come here.
Yeah.
Right.
You can bring your kids. You can bring your dog. You can bring
Was
your wife.
there?
You can bring
Can I talk
everything.
about something actually?
Yeah, we are
there was a
dog-friendly
social
and
media
child-tolerant.
post that was a couple months ago. Maybe it was like a month or two ago, and somebody left a review here where they came and they talked about screaming kids or something.
Oh,
and you responded
yeah.
to it. And I'm trying to remember what you said, but I loved your response because
My thing. So it was unfortunate because
I love what you said though.
so just to give some background on what happened was sometimes, especially on weekends, we have a lot of baseball teams and swim teams and that are in the neighborhood. And at the end of the
Yeah.
swim team or baseball tournament, they all come here.
Yeah.
I can't control that.
Right.
So there
Why
was
would
somebody.
you want to kick them
It's
out?
a paying
They
customer.
come in and
It's a-
spend money.
but
Come
it's
in
a
over
paying
and over.
customer, but also
Yeah.
like. So what I said was to this person who left. He didn't do a Google review, or he or she. I'm not sure who this person was, but they posted on their own platform on Facebook, which has a lot of followers, or maybe I don't know, but
They were like from Beaumont or something.
I'm not sure. I don't mean to shit on them.
Yeah.
I love everybody who wants to come and try us out. And if you have criticism, great. However, make your criticism constructive. What was I supposed to do? If I had 30 kids walking through the door from a swim team, am I supposed to say, no,
Yeah.
I don't want your money. I don't want you to be
Especially
here.
right now.
You're going to ruin my reputation for these two people.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but like that's
I agree
not-
with everything you said.
that's not how you pay. That's not how you run a business.
Right.
So my question to him, what I said was, what would you have done? No answer.
Yeah.
Of course.
No answer. Of
course.
Because you would let those people in. What am I supposed to do? I mean, sorry, I'm getting a little.
No, you're
riled
good.
up.
I actually, I like I said, I love following you and Senate because I do think you have hot takes, but I usually agree with what you're saying.
Thank you.
And there were also a lot of people that kind of jumped, even before we got involved, that jumped up to defend us and be
defended
like,
us.
Yeah.
So I did.
Oh, they were busy.
I think
Oh,
I
no.
did. I think
Yeah,
I made a
right.
comment.
I posted on my private Facebook.
Yeah.
Like these people, like you can never make anybody happy, which is true. If by the way, if you ever want to run a business, you will never make anybody happy.
100%.
And the problem is, if you try to make everybody happy, you will fail and you'll bring everything down. So you got to find your niche. You got to find your group. You got to find your people. And
People will take advantage of you if you try to make everybody
absolutely.
happy.
Try to make everybody happy. I mean, I've learned that in all sorts of areas of my life.
100%,
Is if you try to make everybody happy, you're going to fail.
Yeah.
You got to be yourself. You got to find your identity, and you've got to thrive on that. And people will latch on to it because
Absolutely.
you're confident about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But we had a swim team show up, and what am I going to do?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
say no. I don't want you.
I
sorry,
think it's
that's too
great
many
that
kids, and I
families
don't-
in this neighborhood can come here and enjoy really great food.
Yeah,
And-
and a lot of people watching this podcast, I hate using this word, but beer snob sometimes kind of comes out, and a lot of people will be like, I want a brewery that has no kids, and I want to have, my kind of beer, and they want to have all these things that cater just to them.
cool,
Right.
go open it.
Good luck. Good
Those
luck to
breweries
you.
aren't
Right?
open
Good luck to
anymore.
you.
Yeah.
We're a suburban brewery. Y'all are a suburban brewery. We have families come in. We have a rock pit right behind you guys.
Yeah.
We have.
They're the ones.
A kids
Those
menu.
customers are still showing up.
Well,
That's my mindset.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of breweries closing. We're not. Right.
100%.
We're not. And what pays the bills is appealing to the crowd that is hyper local to us.
Yeah.
And if you come in and you expect a child-free brewery, don't come here.
I do want to
Right.
say on top of all this that Senate Avenue, while it is a neighborhood brewery, that's not all it is. It makes amazing beer, great food. You need
I
to
appreciate that.
seek out Senate Avenue. You need to come here and check it out.
Thank you.
If you haven't
talking
been here,
about-
you're missing out. Come check out their Murkey.
You were talking
for
about
sure.
staff a while ago, and you were making you were kind of emphasizing staff and how important that is. And I think that's one thing we were talking about, like when we were on a break a while ago, is your staff and your customer service needs to be up to standard. And I think you guys have a high standard.
Hospitality.
You can definitely tell. And I think that you also know you have to find the right people that are willing to put that face on and be that person every time they come
Absolutely.
in the door. And every time I've been here, I've had great interaction with everybody. Knowledgeable bartenders about the
hope
beer.
so.
I asked like silly questions and they answer them. They
go
were
get a
very
beer.
patient with me and Chris a while ago because we were
Yeah.
taking forever trying to figure out what to order because we were like, oh my god, everything sounds amazing. So they were completely patient. I know Brandon's definitely iterated that as well. Is the customer service is really key, and I think sometimes people don't think they think some of those servers and bartenders are a dime a dozen. They can just replace them. No
No,
matter
you
what,
can't.
and it's like
No.
you get some good people. They connect with these people, your regulars and your
I think
patrons.
you hit on right there. You connect with the regulars
Yeah.
because the regulars pay the bills. The
Yeah.
regulars are people that we know their name. They know their name.
Right. Yeah.
They know what beer they want. They want to know what's new because again, we're a nano brewery. Nothing's going to be the same every time you walk in. I mean, we have our flagships that we try to do, but there's always going to be something new. You want to
Yeah.
try this. I think you would like this one. I think you would like this. I think, hey, we just put this on. You like the blonde. We did a raspberry. Maybe you might like it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
That is hospitality. I think the Brewers Association, the magazine that just came out this past week, was all about hospitality.
Wow.
And it's about you can no longer get by with making great beer
Right,
and having
yeah.
good food. You have to
It
make
has to
sure
be a
that
full
peop-
experience.
exactly. The
Yeah.
customer experience is key because they can go anywhere.
Right.
And how do you differentiate yourself from every other brewery, every other restaurant, when there's so many choices out there? And then now people are more cost conscious. They're
Yeah.
trying to figure out where to go to save money. And so if they're going to spend a little more money here, but they're not getting that neighborhood feel, they're not getting that I'm welcome when I walk through the door
Right.
feel, they're going to go somewhere else.
Exactly, yeah.
So I think you nailed it. I mean, you got to appeal to the regulars. You got to have really great staff.
But if you have the right staff, your staff will not just take care of your regulars; they will help you make more regulars. They'll see those
Right.
people that come in, and
Yeah.
they hit it
Yeah,
right,
they
and
see-
then they see them that second time, like, oh, hey, good to see you again. Last time you had this, maybe you'll like this,
Right.
Or,
They see the value in that, and they connect
Yeah.
with these people. It's
Yeah.
yeah. That's what it's all about.
Got to connect with people. You got to make sure that you're always in the conversation for, hey, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I want a beer. Where do I go?
Yeah.
And last time at Senate, I had a really great time. Last time at DECA, I had a really great time.
And it seems like you guys are also out there kind of shaking hands and hanging out with these people and talking.
I'm
and
here
being
all the
out, being
time.
face
I
of-
love talking to people.
Can I say that? I was gonna ask earlier when you were, and I didn't know if y'all were going off on something, but I
You
was
just came in and I need to talk.
I do need to talk because I was thinking about when we were talking about you being the mayor and how sometimes I feel like in the beer industry I'm a beer politician, and we go to these guild meetings, and you were talking about making face. Well, how do you feel like politics prepared you for representing a brewery?
Politics prepared me for owning a brewery because when I campaigned, when I was up for re-election, I literally went door to door and knocked on strangers' doors and had to talk about myself.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll do it.
That's
to you.
wild.
To strangers.
I'm selling stuff to people one-on-one for like 2 minutes, but that's selling
Hard.
yourself.
That was hard. Actually, it wasn't hard. It was fun. I had a
Was
great
it?
time.
I love that.
I did it before politics. I did
Took
it in
a turn.
2015.
Yeah.
Troy can take a turn.
not to get political
Yeah.
on a national level, but I did it before ring cameras. I did it before people got really tribal, I would say.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So I had a really great time. And I had my adorable daughters with me too, so
There
like
you
that
go.
was, and my dog, and so that was a little
be super mean to you
easier.
then.
But that's how it translates to beer. Is now I'm here, and if we weren't doing a podcast, I'd be walking around talking to this guy right
Yes.
here. Like, hey man, welcome to the brewery. I'm Andrew. I'm the owner
You're
here.
hosting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other breweries do you like? What
And people really love that. Y'all know that.
That's
they love
amazing.
talking to the
They
owners, the
they
brewers.
love that.
They love
and
it.
I love it. It's
Yeah.
not a job to me. It's fun.
It's
And
also a privilege, yes. that
it's
you
a
get to do
privilege.
that,
I've
yeah.
met so many interesting people just by cold call walking up to somebody and
Yeah.
saying, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
And thank you so much for supporting us. And they like to feel too. I feel like if you're going to a brewery these days or any small restaurant, business, whatever, you're a hero right now. You are doing small business. You're doing America a favor.
Yeah.
I think you are. Yes, we really do. Not just craft beer, but we need to support local
We
businesses.
do. I think
big
there's
time.
so many chains out there that are just
They don't care about us.
they don't they're very mechanical.
Yeah.
But we do y'all
just-
do trivia nights. We
Yeah.
do trivia nights. We do music bingo. We do steak night. We do these things to differentiate ourselves between the I'm gonna name drop, but like Chili's and Applebee's and
Yeah.
all these places that are a little more chain related that are definitely gonna pay less. But is that waiter gonna be there for a long time? Do they know your name? Do they know what
BJ's
you
Brewhouse.
like? Yeah, I
Best
mean,
top 5 brewery.
yeah,
What
totally.
was somebody said something about that the other
Yeah.
day? Was it George?
Yeah, serious.
I think it was George. Yeah. Somebody was
English
bragging about it
ale,
being in the
Adam
top
just
five.
told me to try, and
Oh, that's
House
our
of
House of
Lords,
Lords. Yeah, that's our. I think it's our most medal winning
Yep.
one. It's
One
really,
Texas
have you tried
Craft
this?
Brewers Cup
It's really good.
Silver,
Silver. It's won
bronze in
Fredericksburg twice.
That is lovely.
That is
It's-
nice.
It's a proper English bitter and funny
I
story.
asked him what I need to try, and this is what he said I needed to try.
Yeah, so we originally called it an English bitter, and no one bought it.
Even
That's
after,
what he
And
called
so-
it.
Yeah,
Even
it's a
after it won
bitter.
a silver medal,
Yeah,
we
he knows
couldn't.
you're a
People
beer
just
guy.
wouldn't try it.
Yeah, because it's bitter. I don't like bitter beer. I'm like, well,
Bitter?
then you don't like beer.
Yeah, that is,
I want to try everything.
That is
That's
lovely.
So we
why I
named it
said
an
that.
English ale, and it started selling much better. But also the awards, and then we do fish and chips on Fridays.
Really, I
Yes.
love fish and chips.
Oh,
That and
you,
the fish
yeah.
and
So
chips?
then doing that with
Boom.
fish and chips.
Well, that's
it's a
what we use in the
proper
batter.
English
It's a
pub.
beer batter fish and
Friday.
chips that we use.
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm gonna get.
Hey,
I'm gonna
wait,
get that
hold
on
on,
break.
After this, get
Say-
you fish and
say-
chips.
So that we use the House of Lords in the beer batter. So it's basically just tempura flour and House of Lords and
that's cool
mix it
shit.
up and batter it up.
And they
Fuck
batter
yeah.
it right when you order it. It's not pre-done.
That's legit.
Yeah.
So
That's what's up. I like that. I like stuff
Always
like that.
fresh. It's crispy.
Yeah.
It's good.
Any
Just
chance
English
to use
cod.
beer in the kitchen, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
We do our mustard with beer. We do our queso with beer. We do
the short rib actually.
short rib is braised. Yeah, we have a short rib.
That's what
So-
we
I was gonna say I think
shared that.
What do you guys have
Yeah.
for
short
lunch?
rib. Yeah,
we had a
we
good
try to
lunch today.
incorporate beer as much as we can and pair food with it. And that's our bartenders are also trained, sort of like, hey, if you get this, you might want to pair it with that. I mean, our social media posts will always point out
That's
like, hey, this
amazing.
beer came out. might want to try it with this burger or this. Because again, we have a static kitchen. We're not a food truck. We're rotational type of place where the food truck can change every day. So you can really pair stuff.
Your
really
patrons
easily.
will buy into that. They'll do that. They'll be like, all right, I'll take the beer that goes with the plate. Yeah.
They're looking for recommendations, especially if they're new. Yeah.
It's fun.
First time in, like, hey, what do you recommend?
And a lot of times those pairings work. They're paired for a reason.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think beer and food. I mean, I very rarely drink beer by itself without something in front of me. I am right now, but I definitely enjoy the food that we have and have an appetizer with it or something.
Got my floor fries over here. I kind of forgot about them, but I usually have a little snack while we're doing this.
I think maybe we should take a break, but before we do, I just want to let you know I just want to point out, and I've been trying to work it into the conversation. The last 5 years, me and my family have really enjoyed going to the Jersey Village fireworks show. That Senate Avenue is a huge part of.
Yeah.
It's like last 5 years. So I just saw y'all in July, and great show. My daughters love it.
That show.
Thank you so much
fun.
for being a part of that.
It's a lot. We sponsor as much as we can. In this community.
And I always drink a Senate while I'm watching it. Senate Avenue beer.
And we really enjoy it. We kind of brought back the July 4th from the dead.
Yeah.
And so the fireworks show, the first couple years we've done it, has just brought a huge crowd. And now there's a big band, and it's a whole.
It was a Red Hot Chili Peppers cover band.
It was a Red Hot Chili Peppers tribute band.
What were they called?
Red Knot Chili Peppers.
Red Knot Chili. And they were so good.
They were very good.
They were so good.
I was enjoying the whole time. It was very good.
I had a great experience. I always love that experience.
As much as we can be involved in this
Yeah.
local community, the more we can.
Thank you so much for
I think one
providing
of
that
my favorite
to
ones
me and my family every year.
I think the first year they did it, the 4th of July show was the Fab Five, which is a Beatles cover band.
I was there. Yeah.
And I was like, did anybody think about the fact that we just booked a British Invasion cover band for our celebration of Independence Day? Or
That's too
I had no part in that, but that was still a really good show.
It was a good show.
Do we say something, or is they're fine? They're having fun.
But that's a whole fireworks show because it's like a small fireworks show,
coming
but
back
you're
for
right
revenge.
there. It's just it's such
Next
a good
year we'll
show.
get you too. Yeah.
And while I'm thinking about it also, because I want to talk all about y'all, and I want to talk about your events and all the cool things y'all are doing here at Senate the next couple months. But I got to meet you a couple years ago in another podcast. Funny enough, we were hanging out for the What's on Tap podcast.
Yes,
with James and Chad. That's the first. That was like 5 or 6 years ago.
That was a long time.
The brewery was opening, or maybe it just opened.
We had just opened, and that was we were at Backyard Grill.
It was at Backyard Grill, and I left, and I came up here, and I got a jalapeno blonde right after because I tried it there. You sampled a beer with us. I was like, I really liked it.
Yeah.
So I stopped at the brewery on my way home, and they crowlered a can of it for me.
Nice, yeah.
But that was a lot of fun.
We love those guys.
Yeah,
the What's on Tap guys are big fans of us. We're big fans of them.
James is here all the time.
James is fantastic.
I want to have him on the podcast.
James is actually a big reason how we ended up on Eat Like a Local. He was actually the one that...
He's amazing.
When
I
he
think
talked
he
to
wants
Chris
to come on
Shepard,
too.
Chris Shepard asked him for brewery recommendations, and he was kind enough to point us out as the place to go for it. So,
well, yeah, that was really
James is a
cool.
huge reason for that.
It's funny. It's kind of like full circle because I was doing F Your Liver. I didn't know I was ever going to work in the brewery scene at the time. Honestly, it's funny that this is how everything works out. I really never would have imagined that I would see you like all the time.
Yeah, we do run into each other quite a bit. That's good, and I like that. You're a great guy.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, it's like a little after 3:30, and y'all are fucking packed right now.
It
y'all
is
are jamming, dude. It's Friday.
Wow.
Friday. Yeah. Like I said, we kind of have these businesses nearby that show up for happy hours and
getting off work a little early,
corporate
maybe.
card.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you
Dude,
go
y'all
play
are packed.
host for a little bit. Let's take a 20-minute break, and we'll come back.
All right, man.
Yeah, man. Y'all.
I'm also known as DJ Sino. You can find me at least a couple of different breweries or craft beer bars throughout the month hosting the best music bingo in all of Houston. We'll be sharing those shenanigans right here on the Beer Someone podcast.
F your liver, the game that will have you salute the general, and then say the alphabet backwards, and then elect the president, and then bust a move, and then throw a ninja star, and then shoot your finger gun, and then roar like a T-Rex, and then freeze like ice, and then karate chop, and then bust a rhyme, and then bet on a horse race, and then spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and then make your buddy laugh. Don't touch the ground because the floor is lava. Tell a story. Read my lips. Just grab 3 to 20 friends, a drink of your choice, shuffle and flip the top card, and let the chaotic hilarity unfold. F your liver. A game worth drinking to.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Beer Someone podcast. We're at Senate Avenue for episode, what is it, 19?
It's a lot of episodes.
That's crazy. Have I been saying 18 or 19 all night?
I honestly don't know.
I
I've
hope
lost count.
It's going to be so funny if I've been saying 18 the entire time. But it's episode 19 because episode 18 was last week at No
Okay.
Label. Yeah. So episode 19. Is that right?
I'm not sure. Now I'm questioning.
Now I'm
I think
questioning. No, because 20s, we got 20 booked with
Texagon?
Skylar.
Galveston Bay.
Bay, yeah.
We're also going to be a Murkey podcast.
I'm going to watch that one. Skylar's amazing. I love that guy.
I love
Yeah,
Skylar.
He's so
awesome.
cool.
He's
good
the
dude.
coolest guy.
He is. Nicest guy. One
super
of the
nice.
nicest people I've ever met.
Yeah.
Really nice.
He is.
A lot of nice people in the craft beer
There is
industry.
lots. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's pretty friendly. I mean, if you want to thrive in this industry, you have to be.
You got
Somebody super nice is Adam here.
Yes.
The brewer. Head
Oh,
brewer.
yes, Adam. I'm sorry.
Adam's
Adam, how you
joining
doing, man? Yeah, I was talking to you before, so yes. Sorry. Adam, what do you do here at Senate Avenue?
I'm the brewer. So
You're the brewer.
It's generally a one-man operation.
You were out there
so,
filling kegs while we were on this podcast so far?
filling kegs, washing, cleaning the brew house. Just
He does it
doing
all.
A whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
He
Swiss
is,
Army man.
He
Swiss
is a
Army
jack
man.
of all trades.
Yeah.
100%. We are so lucky to have him.
I've known Adam for a couple years now. You've been in the industry for a while doing lots of different things.
Yep. Started at
someone I
Spindletap.
admire. What?
Started at Spindletap.
Started at Spindletap. Anywhere else?
No, it was just that was my first
Spindle-
brewing industry job.
What'd you do at Spindletap?
Home brewing beforehand, but so I started at Spindletap doing production help, so catching cans, cleaning tanks a little bit, scrubbing floors, and then I moved into the
You wanted to get some brewery experience.
brewing experience. So I initially interviewed for the brewing position, didn't get that, got the production help position, and then just right place, right time. They let a brewer go, and then I filled that role. So brewed for about a year, and then came over to Senate.
Okay. That's amazing. And you're making great beer. In
Yes, he is.
fact, I know they told me the first beer I had, the 2 cents.
Yep.
What's the full name again?
Adam's 2 cents.
Adam's 2
2
cents,
cents.
yeah.
Okay. So Adam's 2 cents, that's your beer. Really great, man. I saw it. I saw coffee, and I couldn't have asked for a better coffee beer to start this podcast. It was really a breakfast beer.
It
Yep,
really is.
definitely
It's
is.
a really great breakfast beer.
Yeah, that one we actually steep the coffee beans in the fermenter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
And then I had the Murkey Myers, and you made the Murkey as well?
Yep.
And tell me about making Murkey.
Murkey started off, the first year we did it was 2023, and the goal was Imperial Hazy IPA. And we went a little too hard on the Imperial part, and we did somewhere around 9.7%.
Yeah?
It was good.
I liked it.
It was good, but it was definitely on the higher end of ABV.
I'm glad I
so-
only had to do one that day. I'm glad it wasn't in the 8 in a row I did. I'm glad I kept Senate off that week.
There you
day.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that was smart.
We definitely dumbed it down since last year and this year as well. It's still respectably Imperial, but not quite 9.7.
Right.
I think it
Yeah.
falls
It's a
in
big
mid
difference
eights.
in one point
That's
once
what
you
you're
get that
drinking
high.
now, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's delicious. I'm enjoying it. I
Yeah,
got
me
my
too.
first stamp.
Yeah.
You got a stamp?
I got my first stamp.
Got
yeah.
your stamp.
17 to go.
All right.
Yeah. Are you
Yeah.
gonna do Murkey this year?
I'm gonna participate. Probably not.
No.
No.
You're not gonna go check out any of them?
I'll definitely check them out, and I'll check them out at the Murkey event
Yeah.
at No Label.
You gonna hang
for
out?
Sure. Oh yeah, I'll hang out. But going to every single brewery, probably not.
Yeah, but you're gonna go check a couple of them out, right?
Oh, of course.
Oh yeah,
Of
you
course.
got to. You
But
got
like
to.
Hound Song, it's
To Columbus.
That's
You might
right.
not make
It
it out to
definitely is.
Meanwhile by the end of October.
Probably not.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to Meanwhile by the end of October. I really want to do a trip with you and make it out to Meanwhile. And,
I would like to, yeah. Be
maybe
lot
get
of
like a
fun.
video or something.
That would be cool.
I just started drinking what was it, an English ale?
English ale. Yep.
You had a name for it before.
House of Lords.
House of Lords.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's really great. And honestly, I wish we had time for me to get some fish and chips in the last break. I might have to get it in the next break because
Oh, it's perfect with fish and
I
chips.
feel like I might finish this before though we get to that point.
Just have to get another one.
we have
Maybe
a lot of,
I will.
We have a lot of like English expatriates that are in America that will come here and they'll do fish and chips.
Really?
And then they'll have the House of Lords and they're like, this feels like home. It really does.
Really?
Maybe if it was, my only regret is like, I guess in England a bitter is served a little warmer.
Yeah.
And so like ours is at 37 degrees, so
Yeah,
it's a little
right.
colder, but you'll warm it up with your hands and
Yeah.
maybe make it feel just like home. So
Right.
sit
Absolutely.
outside on the patio.
Really great.
Let it warm
So,
up.
so you guys, y'all obviously know that like a English bitter is usually not like a big seller a style, right?
Yeah, the
So
word
what-
bitter scares people.
So what makes you want to brew those kinds of beers? Because I know you guys. First of all, what's great is you have a small system, so you
Yeah.
can kind of play around with a lot of stuff. Because you have your flagships, and then you have what's the percentage flagship versus like what's just rotational random stuff that you guys want to do for fun?
I'd say about maybe 4 to 5 beers on tap at one point are flagships or things that we like to have on tap all the time, and then otherwise it's kind of just
Make sure you're on the
experiment. Sorry.
mic. On the mic.
Otherwise, it's just kind of what we got at the time.
Yeah.
So we like to have Senator on tap whenever we can. We like to have the Smoke Show or some type of pepper beer, blonde ale. We like to have some type of hazy, and
Yeah.
most of the time it's the Mayor. Right now, we actually have the Mayor and Murkey Myers for this year. We like to have something dark, so whether that's the porter with pecans in it or the stout. One of those we like to have.
I love what y'all are doing with jalapenos.
You like it? And they roast them right there in the back.
Yeah?
That's what's
we
cool
roast
about
them
it.
here.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
This
Yeah.
is just
We
a
do a lot of
flavor
jala-
added. It's like you guys are doing
Yeah,
this.
it's not spicy. A lot of people will do the smoke show and they're like, oh, I don't like spice. And it's like, well, we take the seeds out. So it's not, it's got a little burn, a slight burn.
Right,
but
but it's
not
more
like,
the flavor.
I like what y'all do. Y'all are
Yeah.
very experimental in that
Yeah,
way.
it's a lot of fun because like Adam gets to play around with a smaller brew house. So it's just, we can just sort of put something fun in a 3.5 barrel tank.
Yeah.
And nothing sits here very long.
Right.
Like if you come in, nothing has been on tap for more than a couple of weeks at
Right.
most. If it's on a couple of weeks, it's on its last keg.
Yeah.
So it's always something fun. It's always something different. It's a lot of fun, and my hope is that Adam's having a good time because I hope he stays happy because I wanted to be here for a long time.
That's amazing.
But he's really really talented, and
Very talented guy.
he took over the production and made it infinitely better, and everything is more uniform, safer.
Yeah.
That's
He's a
amazing.
big safety guy.
Good job, man.
Which is nice. One of the first things that he took on was making sure that all of our chemicals were stored properly. Apparently, we weren't doing all that great. But he's from Texas A&M. He's he's an engineer, right? No way. Genetics. Something really, really smart. And he has some lab experience and made sure that all of our chemicals were stored properly, and we weren't blinding ourselves with caustic. Very, very important.
Very.
And but just he came in and took it over and has run with it. And I don't worry about anything on the brewery side because we've got this guy running.
That's amazing.
Some
So
great
random
stuff.
question though. So you brew a small batch. Every batch.
Quite
is a
a
small
great
batch.
evaluation, Adam.
So let's say you guys brew like a banger, or it depends on the style. Obviously, you can't do this with IPAs, but in certain styles. But let's say you just have like something really yummy. Do you guys kind of hold a 6-stole or two? Do you do you guys do anything like that? Do you hold on to stuff?
Do you?
If we're doing a one-off, so kind of segue into something else, we have these Thielman kegs in the back, and they've got the wide mouth tops that can pop open.
Yeah.
So we can do a one-off and say we want to add to the smoke show, we want to add serranos and habaneros as well, and make an actual hot
Yeah,
version
actual
of the
hot
smoke
beer.
show.
Yeah.
We can do that, and we just have the one-off essentially to sell through. We also have our one-off Wednesdays that
Yeah,
we
we do Wednesdays.
regularly.
Everything that Adam does in a it's called a Thielman keg, and he, adds flava malt, which is really great aromas. Amaretti
I'm gonna start handing y'all out cards while we're
I think
talking.
we talked
Okay.
about this whenever I visited you that one
But
day. I think we talked
it's
about this a
always
little
on
bit.
Wednesdays. There's something we release that's unique, and there's only one slim keg of it, and it'll maybe last Wednesday. It'll last that day.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll last till Thursday. You never know. So
That's cool though.
you
That's
know.
that's cool. You guys get to have fun with that. That's a
amazing.
lot of fun.
But it's fun because there's always something new with Adam. There's always something that we in our Monday production meeting we're like, he's like, hey, we have this syrup, we have this new flavor malt, we have this new this.
Yeah.
Let's do something and release it
Yeah.
on Wednesday. Tequila chips.
I've
You're
known
not
Adam
tied
for a little
in.
while. I've always seen him as a peer in the craft beer industry, and I see big things coming. I really
Oh
do.
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, he is extremely talented. He's
next
got
generation of
He's got the
craft beer right
palate.
here.
He's got the talent.
Thank you.
He's got the process down.
yeah.
He took
I know
on-
you guys have to maneuver a lot of things back there in the space that you guys have.
Yeah, it's a smaller
It's a bit
space.
tight.
It's a
but
bit tight.
I
yeah.
also
You have
like
it down.
that fewer steps to get where I need to go.
I
Yeah.
just handed
Yeah.
you a card. I saw you
Yeah.
flip it over.
Yeah.
It's a pretty easy one. We're starting after your liver
Social,
right
everyone
now.
drinks. Cheers.
Social.
Hey, there we
Cheers,
go.
guys.
Cheers.
It's an easy
What's
card.
great too is that you guys aren't having to worry about distribution, so that sometimes forces you to brew certain things, and you're not
sure.
having to deal with that at all. Which
For
is
sure.
great.
We
You
don't
just
have
brew
to.
whatever you want.
We're not beholden to.
We keep the
hey, I
conversation
need
going. I just want to point
this
out you can
many-
get F Your Liver on Amazon, fyourliver.com, and eBay.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hand you a card, Andrew. We
Oh.
can keep going, though. Keep the
Here we go.
conversation going.
Well, to his point, like we're not beholden to anything but maybe a couple of flagships.
yeah.
That's about it. No distribution schedule, no anything. So we just have a lot of fun, and I love our Monday production meetings because it's like, here's what we're low on. Do we want to do that again? Nah, let's do something different. And so when you come to Senate Avenue Brewing Company, it's always something new. You'll find some flagships, but you'll always find something brand spanking new.
What's
I
that
love
beer
that.
that Laura Lowe? Y'all know Laura.
Yes.
What's
Yeah,
that
we know
beer that
Laura.
she's always telling y'all you need to brew
Our-
year round or
Oktoberfest.
That's what I thought. It was the best beer. Yeah.
Oktober.
Is that
She told me
available
it's
right
y'all-
now?
It's her
It's
favorite
on
beer.
right now.
Okay,
now.
well, let me get that next for sure.
It's called the Imperial Bavarian Jaeger. It's named after my great
not gonna
great
remember
grandfather,
I'm
Charles
sorry.
Heisch, who was an Imperial Bavarian soldier, also called a Jaeger.
Okay.
And I brewed it the first year, and it was great. I think everybody. So it's a Marzen, so it's a lager. It's an
Okay.
amber lager, but it's an Imperial. So at that year we made it. Gosh, it was high. I added deep DME to it, so it was which is like powder beer.
Yeah.
And so that really added to the final gravity of it, or the original gravity of it. And it was, I want to say close to 9%, maybe, I forget. And then Adam came on board. We're like, he did it the next year. Still fantastic, still great. But it's not your typical October. What I'm getting at is it's not your typical Oktoberfest.
Right.
It's an Imperial Marzen, so
Yeah.
you can make anything Imperial if you really want it to.
Right.
Just add some more sugars
Sugar,
to it,
yeah.
or add some more malt
Malt,
to it,
yeah.
and you're good to go. So this year it's an 8.3% Imperial Marzen. Adam brewed 3 batches of it. So we're on our last 3.5 barrel batch of it. I believe
wow.
we're into that.
Hell
I want
yeah.
to try
Time
some.
that just
Please
right.
Don't let me
We
forget.
did,
Yeah.
yeah. We released it a little
The Marzen,
earlier
I
than
wanna try
normal
the
this
Marzen.
year.
That's great, man.
So,
You
but
timed
it's
it
good.
just right.
That's kind of what Laura Lowe, who is our really great ambassador.
she
She's
won-
so great.
She won the
Stein
Stein
hoisting
hoisting
contest.
thing at Valentine's.
She did?
She
Oh,
like
wow.
6 minutes, dude.
Oh my
What?
gosh, she is
She
a
beat the
hero.
men?
minutes, bro.
She is so nice, and she lives in Jersey Village. She lives right down the street from me. She's so great, and she
She's
comes in
awesome.
all the time. She's here for trivia night.
Andrew, what's your
Love-
card say?
Oh, here we go. Never have I
No,
ever.
that bitch.
Oh my gosh!
yeah, it's
Everyone,
a-
put 3 fingers up,
Yeah, we're doing this.
starting with the card puller. State, never have I ever. Insert something I've never done. Never have I ever bungee jumped.
Okay.
I've never done that.
I've never done that either.
Next person.
So none of us are idiots. Cool.
Yeah, there we go.
I mean, I've always wanted to.
I would do it too.
I'd totally do it.
I'd totally do it.
I know. What can I do? Can I go again?
Well, no. It's Casey's.
Casey, okay. I know what I'm doing though.
You know.
Man. All right.
I'm sure you'll get another turn.
Never have.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. We usually do try to keep it a little craft beer related, but y'all can do whatever you want. But we've done so many of these, it's really hard, so it doesn't have to be.
Never have I ever entered my beer into a beer competition.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh, both of y'all.
Got you too,
Oh.
right?
You said enter it.
Oh,
right?
yeah, we did. We
Yeah.
have Megaton has, and I'm sure Backpew when
Got
I
him.
worked with them. So, never have I ever been to the Great American Beer Festival.
Never been.
Oh,
We
I
entered
thought-
beers. We entered beers
entered
this year.
beers.
Oh, but you've never been.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
no.
Oh yeah.
I guess that doesn't. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Never have I ever. I've never had a brute IPA.
You've never had a what?
A brute
IPA.
IPA. I don't think I've ever had a brute IPA.
I think I have.
A lot of people
I've heard-
shat on that style, and I enjoyed it as long as it was brewed correctly.
Really?
I've never had it.
I
Never
enjoyed
had
Everyone
it.
figured out if I've never
I've
had
been
it.
interested.
Dry
I
IPA.
never had it.
Never had it.
But when you
Okay.
get that weird champagne-y, that shitty yeasty
I
beer
mean,
Okay,
flavor,
I just
I
want to
mean-
put it out there because the numbers are crazy right now. Me and Andrew are both at one finger each,
Okay.
and Casey and Adam are both at two.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh, it's my turn.
it's your turn.
Never have I ever driven to do Murkey in one day.
Oh my God!
it was even better that it went back
You
around
took
to you.
me out.
I did it. There we go.
Is that even
That was
possible?
perfect.
Brandon, you're a legend. You're
Thank
a
you.
legend.
I've been told that a lot lately. It's very nice.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you. No, I did 8 breweries in one day. I didn't do them all in one day.
Oh, okay.
I
Pretty
did.
close. Pretty close.
I was like 4 or 5 days that it took me to do all of them because Elderson didn't have theirs ready. But I did wait outside Elderson for
Yeah.
4 hours.
That's true.
This year, though, like, you can't do it.
No.
I'm not
I think
doing
there were
it.
photos shared of your car out there in the parking lot. He's here, y'all. He's knocking on your door. Show Murkey ready.
Love it.
Okay. So, Casey, it's your card.
Oh, do I draw from?
I blanked.
oh.
I was like, what are we doing?
I didn't know if those were it, but
No,
yeah.
no. I pick out cards sometimes. Yeah, F Your Liver, FYourLiver.com, Amazon, you search F Your Liver, and eBay F Your Liver.
For the homies, all players must pour their drinks into their mouths without their lips touching their glass, cup, or can.
So pretty much you can't touch the glass. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Just drink some liquid.
I'll do it too.
I barely got any on my shirt. Adam got a lot on his shirt.
I almost did.
My mother would be so proud.
I think I'm good.
The snifters are a little different.
They are.
Yeah, we should have had some pint glasses.
Yeah. That was wild.
All right.
Okay, it's up to me. So
It's
I'm
up to
gonna
you
go.
now.
Let's go.
F your liver.
F ya liver. He's doing the Jack voice. Field sobriety test. We're doing all the games right now.
Oh.
So this is starting with the card puller. Say the alphabet backwards. Each
Oh,
player will
shit.
say a letter until someone makes a mistake, and that player must drink. So starting with me, I'm gonna say Z.
Why?
X.
W.
Q. No, shit. Cheers. Oh, y'all don't have to drink. It's just me. This is my punishment.
I'll drink with you.
Cheers.
Solidarity.
Cheers. There you go.
Well, thank y'all for playing my game. F Your Liver is on Amazon, FYourLiver.com, and eBay. Yeah.
You have to. Are those cards waterproof? Because you.
No.
Yeah. No.
But we maybe if you go to.
I don't know why, but I'm like everyone's got liquid on their.
We're not using coasters.
We haven't formally announced it, but maybe if you go to Kickstarter.com and search F Your Liver, maybe there might be a new Kickstarter that's popped up.
Some waterproof
and
cards.
maybe if
There
you
you go.
fund it well enough, there will be waterproof cards.
Okay. All right.
So that's an option. We need to. Houston needs the support.
Yeah.
Well, Earth needs the support, really.
Yeah. Everyone needs support.
If you
We
want
need
waterproof cards, you must support.
Yes, sir. But they hold up pretty good.
I enjoyed every minute of that. That was
Oh, yeah?
fantastic.
Yeah, it's always
I liked
fun.
it.
It's always fun.
I never
Have
played
I-
it
have you
before, but
never
now I
had
gotta
it?
buy it.
No,
Categories is fun too. When we do category,
It's
usually
your
do
deck.
Dude.
Oh, nice.
Wow, okay.
Aw.
Yeah.
Wow. F your liver.
Now you can F your
Endorsed by
liver.
Andrew Mitcham.
You can F your liver whenever you want.
There you go. Donate it to you, to the brewery, whatever.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Now, I'm pretty sure I met you at Spindle Tap for what was it? It was the John
What?
Denman event. that
Oh,
we put on for
the Halloween one a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I was
The
dressed.
The Smash
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 Bash
competition.
or-
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
So
I forget what that
just
was called.
Come to Senate,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it was
yeah, you
being
were brand
held
new.
at Spindle Tap,
Yeah.
right?
Pumpkin Smash.
So we brought a Smash, and then I think you were there.
Me and my
then
wife.
My friend actually bought F Your Liver.
Yeah, I was dressed as Harry Potter Slytherin. I was dressed as a Slytherin. And my wife was Wednesday.
Monster Smash.
Monster
what it
Smash.
was
Well,
called.
John said people should dress up, and nobody dressed up.
And you did?
I
Oh,
did.
I love it. No, he didn't tell
don't
me. He
remember
just
that,
told you.
yeah.
He told me.
He knew you'd do it.
Yeah, I'll do it. But that was a fun event. It was a little slow. I remember it was a little slow.
Well, I think we were competing against several other events in the area or downtown.
I
at the
liked
same
it
time.
because there was
And it
tokens.
Halloween
Everybody
weekend.
was a judge, right? Everybody
Yeah, everyone got to
judged
vote
the
on
Smash
it.
IPA,
Yeah.
and there was
Yeah.
winners.
Yeah.
Maybe all the breweries in Houston just need to kind of have like an event board that says, "Hey, our event's being planned for this date," just so everyone knows.
Yeah.
Like, don't if you want to have spread them out. I know people like to do
I
that.
just
if
like
they
the
can.
communication so much between the craft beer scene in Houston right
It's
now.
got- yeah.
It's gotten so much better. I think it's
Yeah.
through
I think
this
so.
economic hardship that we're all kind of going through.
Yeah.
Right. That's definitely brought
I think
people
it's
together.
opened up the landlines a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely, it has.
For sure.
And like you said, the Murkey thing too. Even
Murkey's great event.
Murkey thing is a
Brings
great
people
event,
together.
and it's open lines of communication between. I mean, a bunch of breweries that I've never been to, but
Yeah.
we're all in the
What
same
brewery?
boat.
Oh, we didn't. I asked you that.
I've
but
never been to Final Gravity. I need
never
to go
been
to Final Gravity.
You need to go check it out.
I've heard good things.
Yeah.
I think you met Ted though.
I probably have.
I
They
think
have-
Yeah.
he went to the last Murkey event. They were
have-
both there.
I have probably. Yeah, I'm terrible with names and faces, but
You're gonna see him and you're gonna be like, we did a
remember.
podcast with him. What were you gonna say, Casey?
I was
Yeah.
just gonna say they have great live music, and so if you
gotta
happen to
go.
go there on the weekend,
Gotta go.
it's always
yeah.
Good
They-
beer, really good guy. Like Army veteran. 20-year police
gotta go.
officer.
great. Oh yeah, all of his beer names are pretty much
They're
military.
patriotic.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
20-year police officer. Great guy.
Yeah.
I'm surprised no one has named their brewery Final Gravity Brewing Company until he
Yeah.
opened up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of
It's
That
a
is
really cool
weird.
name.
that's a cool name.
Yeah.
I like it.
You know, he was a Megaton regular. He lives like 2
really?
minutes away from Megaton. He,
Nice.
Yeah, that's
So-
where I met him too.
He was always at Megaton. He went to Decca a lot as well, and he went to Backpew a lot as well. Really just a Northside brewery guy, but I'm
Oh, yeah.
sure he's
Yeah.
visited most of the Houston breweries at least once.
We had the Deca Stout on tap our opening weekend here.
Really?
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Nice.
I went and picked it up.
Plump Zeus.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was nice.
Hell
That's
yeah.
very cool.
cool.
We didn't have a stout, and I'm like, I need to have a stout because it was September.
It's funny, we usually have it year round, but right now, currently, we are actually out. I checked yesterday because we were talking about somebody needing a stout or a dark beer, and I went and
Oh,
looked,
yeah.
and I was like, oh,
that work
shit.
out?
No. I didn't even reach out because I don't have one.
Y'all are 5 barrel? 5 barrel brew house?
Yes, yeah.
5 barrel.
Adam, while we got you on, is there anything you wanted to talk about? Anything interesting going on in your life, craft beer? You and
craft
your brother are
beer-wise-
kind of like a craft beer powerhouse.
Yeah, I mean, he's worked at Walking Stick for a while, and
Yeah.
he's doing the tap room and tap line cleaning, a little bit of production help, and
Yeah.
then outside sales, that sort of thing. And he's at Brew 30 now.
Yeah, I see both of y'all everywhere. Y'all are always at different craft beer
Yeah,
events
if you ever are out in Cyprus, go to Brew 30. It's a really
I was
cool.
there yesterday,
Yeah,
hosting
it was
bingo.
it's such a cool spot.
Great
and
spot.
Alex, his brother, is there and take care of you really nicely. And there's so many good beers on tap there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a
Yeah.
great spot.
Really
Great
cool
regulars.
spot.
Great regulars.
Yeah.
Good events. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yep. Yeah, I'll be at their Oktoberfest It's in October.
Yeah, we're going to be there too. Yeah, we'll be there. It's
Two weeks away.
18th.
The 18th. Yeah,
Yeah.
nailed it.
Yeah, Brew 30's Oktoberfest is on the 18th. I'm not sure if this will air by
I'm
then,
not
but
in it, but I'm gonna come hang out.
come hang out, man.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Yeah, so the way
We'll be there.
I understood how they do their kind of events like this, like say, like Megaton was not at this event, but they'll be invited to the next event.
They're
So
doing
they-
a Christmas event they asked me to be in.
Right. They do these they do lots of events. So what they try to do is if you're not at their event, they try to have your beer on tap. So that they're still representing your brewery.
Right.
And then if you're there representing yourself, you're not going to most likely have a beer on tap.
Right.
And I think that's really cool way to do those events. So they're not bringing in 20, 30 breweries at a time. They're
Yeah,
bringing
no, it's
in
small events,
a handful
yeah.
at a time.
Yeah, a handful.
And I think it really is. It's a great way for people to kind of really connect with the breweries.
Mm-hmm.
And they're utilizing as many as whoever will say
There's
yes.
a great craft beer
Pretty much.
community on Cypress, but there's
There
not a lot
really
of
is,
breweries
yeah.
out there.
There's really
Yeah.
not. No.
Yeah, there's the lack of breweries in Cyprus is kind of a shame. The locations that I know, Adam has been looking for a long time to potentially open his own brewery
Really?
somewhere, and I feel his pain. It's I got lucky with this.
It might be
space.
I think that would be a good thing if there's not a lack of breweries. It sounds like they
there's
need one.
definitely a lot of
I just
opportunities
don't
out
know
there.
if I
It's
would
just-
want to open a brewery right at this moment.
At this moment, it's a little difficult. We have talked about this, and we talked about this earlier on this exact podcast. Is you got
Yeah.
to check all the boxes. You got to have all these different things that you got to do.
And I do think Adam could do all those things.
Oh, I think so. I think he and Alex would be extremely successful at it. It's just trying to find a spot to do it.
What about buying one of these breweries that are closing? Have you
Well,
thought about that?
that's the problem.
They
is
already have the equipment.
Why are they closing?
Yeah,
Why are
the
they
location
closing?
usually
Yeah,
is
a lot
the
of
issue.
times-
You're right.
Yeah.
The
It's
location
definitely
is
an
the.
issue.
And
You
why
know,
weren't
you
they
can
doing
look-
what
you
they
can
were
look
doing?
at-
Yeah.
Right.
You can look at the parking lot, access to a major highway.
You think the biggest issue is location? I think if you're still alive right now in the craft beer industry, it's because everybody's making great beer right now. I think and I said this the other day, I think all these breweries, they've adjusted. If you weren't making the best beer you possibly could, you're making it right now because you have to.
You have to. Yeah.
You have to. That's non-negotiable. You got to do that. Social media is a must. Your staff has to be knowledgeable.
Everybody's ramped up in that aspect too.
The environment has to be great. Location is so important. So now
Location's
it's
for
coming
sure.
down to location. Are you saying that's why breweries are
I wouldn't
maybe?
say it's just location,
Right, yeah.
But
I think
definitely
the
is
biggest
going
thing-
to really hurt you
Yeah.
if you're not in a prime location. So again, access to a major highway. Are you surrounded by a neighborhood that can?
Are you a
patronage?
neighborhood brewery? Y'all have a great location
Yeah.
as far as neighborhood.
And then plenty of parking space, right? So out in like that Cypress area or just out in the suburbs, people don't want to think about parking. They don't want to pay for parking. They don't want to park on the street.
Yeah.
Here,
That's not an
you
issue.
know, it's not an issue. All of these other businesses, they're going to be closed at 5 p.m. when we start ramping up for the evening service. So, you want to have a 100-person event.
I think
here.
location and food has
Food's also
made
a
a
major one.
Food's a big one.
a huge advantage for y'all.
Yeah.
I think at this point we're kind of past the hey, we don't have food, but there's a food truck right there. We're kind of past that point where if you're trying to open up a new spot at this point, you probably shouldn't do it if you're just going to do the food truck route. The food trucks, there's a lot of issues with them in terms of scheduling and
Yeah,
making
we were
sure
talking
that
about
they
that.
actually do show up.
Right.
Flat
100%.
tires, people get sick, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I think
The boom
that-
kind of died down since COVID too.
it did. So having a full kitchen on hand all the time where you know what you're going to get, but there still are specials on a daily basis, definitely works well. Along with the location, along with the parking and then easy access and just all of these other things. So yeah, it's hard being a craft brewery nowadays, but location's not the only thing, but it's not going to help you if it's not a prime location.
Honestly, I
beginning.
think the biggest problem out of all those things is that we don't have new, and I've been saying this on every single podcast that we do, we don't have new people coming into craft beer. Younger people are uninterested in craft beer. That's the biggest problem. They're interested in stuff like THC, seltzers, non-alcoholic. Yeah. Are y'all doing any of those things?
Yeah, we're doing seltzers now in-house, and we've always done alcoholic and gluten-free beers. We've always had a really impressive wine list, too. We have 13 wines.
Oh, wow.
THC, not something you're interested in?
We do not do THC. Haven't really explored
Never?
that yet. Never done that, no.
So
But y'all aren't going
never.
to.
Oh,
though.
would we never? I would never say never.
Never say never.
Never say never in this industry.
If something like legally just came out and just said do whatever
Yeah.
you want.
Is that what
Well,
the holdback is?
I think that's our biggest thing is, well, we haven't really had anybody ask for it.
Yeah.
We haven't had anybody coming through asking for it.
I feel like Backview.
You know, Backview, nobody asked for it at Backview. And,
He just started doing that's like their best thing now.
and people love it.
They love it.
They love it.
I think if people were asking for it, we'd be a little more apt to look into it. But then with this last legislative session with THC and all that's going on with it, I still don't know what the hell is happening with it.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't
So-
think anybody does.
Nobody really knows what's happening. I know it has
But
to
I
be
think it would be a
21
good
and up,
investment
but-
if you were prepared and then it took off. I'm
Yeah.
thinking about the stock market, and I'm like,
Yeah.
if THC is $1 right now
Yeah.
and it's about to be $10, I want to put my money in
And
that.
then,
Well,
You know-
the big thing for like, let's take the example, the non-alcoholic route.
Yeah.
You know, you hear about Athletic Brewing Company and how successful that company is doing, but we don't sell. We have non-alcoholic. We have a West Coast IPA non-alcoholic. We have a.
Are y'all making that yourself?
No.
Oh.
This is all canned stuff that we buy from a distributor. But it doesn't.
Would y'all ever make it yourself?
That's what I'm saying. Is like I don't think that I could devote an entire
No.
even 3.5 barrel tank to
Right.
a non-alcoholic.
You don't think there's
you're
an
not selling
audience?
them that much. Yeah.
Not
I
yet.
think
not
maybe.
Yet. No, never. And again, never say never. But at this moment in time, on October 3rd, 2025, at Senate Avenue Brewing
What do
Company,
you think
no.
we can do? What's up? Just say it.
Minutes?
Keep going.
30 minutes.
Keep going. So, what can we do to get new people into craft beer? Younger people. I'm
Hospitality.
talking about younger people because as we get older, it just seems to be something that it was like for a period of time that there was a bunch of people interested in. There's a bunch of people that are holding on for their dear lives, like everybody sitting at this table, wanting this community to keep existing.
Yeah.
But if we don't have new generations coming into craft beer, it's not going to continue to exist. What can we do to change that?
I think flavors. So taking your regular beer styles and adding different flavors that, like 20 years ago, you would never see a raspberry light blonde.
Right.
Right. You would never see all of these different flavors that we can do a one-off and try it, figure out, does it sell? Does it sell well? All right, let's do a full batch of it. Right. Right now we've got a blue raspberry seltzer on tap.
Yeah.
Where would that be 20 years ago?
Right.
Non-existent. So I think
you're right.
There definitely is room in terms of your regular beer styles or seltzers or the ciders as well, and just do different flavors.
Yeah.
See what works, see what definitely doesn't work,
Yeah.
steer away from those, and just experiment with it and continue to figure out, okay, what are people looking for? What
Yeah.
do people like?
And by the
Decca
way,
has
I
a-
always think that Senate Avenue is doing that, by the way.
Yeah, Decca has our Blood Orange Blonde has been our top seller for a long time, like over a year and a half. And I think even when I sell it into accounts downtown that have a young crowd, it's moving and it's moving and grooving. And so
I would say the
it's-
same thing about our Nuka Vice sours.
Your sours, yeah. And
The
so I think to
punchy
your
and
point,
the cherry.
these flavors are kind of drawing in that younger crowd. I think the other thing that's drawing in younger crowd too is making it experiential in some way. And I think you guys
100%.
have a great vibe here.
You do.
and you get an experience here. You get. We talked about customer service.
I didn't talk about
You
the
guys have
Astro World,
events.
the thing you have out in the
I don't know how-
patio. It's like an Astro World thing.
Oh
you
yeah,
sit on.
yeah.
I have an Astral gondola on the patio.
I just want
yeah.
to talk. We're talking about vibe, and
Yeah,
it's
You can
definitely
put
a
photo
vibe.
in there or
little
whatever.
Houston history, but
Yeah.
like the vibe. I think you're right. I think Adam's got a point with the flavors and having something new on every time you walk through the door is really nice.
Yeah.
But I think also just the vibe. The vibe is
Atmosphere is
that
so
word,
important.
that word vibe is a hot point almost as much as in business as ROI.
And it's not just the atmosphere; it's also the staff and how they're acting and their customer service.
I think you want to come to a place where you feel special, where you feel like you're seen, you feel like you're taken care of. That's different than any other experience that you've had. Experiential. Right. Someone said the word experiential.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the best thing you can do is have a place that is, you do trivia. We do trivia on Wednesdays.
They'll do puzzle races.
Puzzle races.
That's cool.
Let's talk about that.
We do something on Wednesdays.
Let's save it because Chris just did give me a time.
Yeah, we'll talk about events in a second.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's great to kind of dig in with what we're dealing with. Bringing in younger people.
Having an experience that is different.
Creating a memory.
Any other place that you would go to.
You're not just coming here and having a beer.
Right.
You're creating a memory.
You can come here and have just a beer if you want.
You can.
But if you want to have an experience, I mean, see all these people that are behind us right now. They're all here from their after work.
Yeah.
Friday, we just got done with a stressful meeting. We're hanging out. Everyone's having beer. I think I see a beer in almost everyone's hand.
The age demographic has been all over the place. I've seen young people to old people. It's
good vibe going on here.
But we also cast it because of Adam too, because we cast this really wide net of seltzers, ciders, beer, non-alcoholic, gluten-free.
Really,
wine.
gluten-free?
We have gluten-free
beer.
Well, we don't brew it.
Well, seltzers,
we have it in cans.
Okay.
Seltzers are generally gluten-free.
The seltzers he does in-house.
Yeah. Those are gluten-free,
The craft
right?
beer we do in-house.
Yeah.
The cider we have from City Acre or City Orchard, who's here in Houston.
Best cider in Houston.
Yeah, and the non-alcoholic and the gluten-free are cans that we get from Dynamo. And but having that available so that someone can come through the door.
Game changer.
Because, like, if this group of 8 people, 7 of them are all into craft beer, but one person's gluten-free or one person's on a non-alcoholic journey or whatever they're doing, they don't want to be left out.
They can still come hang.
So you have to cast a really wide net and make sure that everyone's taken care of, or else when they're like, hey, let's go to Senate Avenue, that one person's be like, well, I can't go because they don't have XYZ.
Yeah. You have everything.
You've got to make sure you have everything.
Fully agree.
You got something for everybody.
Really
and food. And we can cater. Like this group, if they would have called earlier, they could have got some catering if they wanted to. Yeah. So having a kitchen is definitely an advantage for us too with the catering. We for during our holiday time, we have usually 4, 5, 6 Saturdays, Sundays, Fridays that we close to the public because we have a full buyout because we can do catering. It's a really great thing that we can do because we have a kitchen. So when I get those people that are like, hey, I'm opening a brewery, what do I do? I check all those boxes: location, kitchen, vibe, experiential.
I love
staff.
Yeah,
I feel like y'all are doing everything correct.
5 over things I can name very quickly that you have to do.
You have to do
to survive. Not even
Did
thrive.
you
but
say
survive.
social media?
The board games
and
checked
social
off,
media.
too.
Social media.
Having a social media presence. Making sure that ownership's on site. I mean, there's so many things you have to do.
I do want to
right.
take a break in a minute, but before we do that, we're about to let Adam go out. Did you have anything you wanted to say, anything you wanted to talk about before we let you go?
He's the best.
I don't know.
You don't have a message to the craft beer listeners in Houston?
Not really.
Okay.
Drink beer.
Drink
more beer.
You want to give me your top 5 breweries in Houston?
In Houston, okay. Let's see.
I'm sorry for putting you on the spot.
I don't know about. I'll say like top 5, not necessarily in order.
You just have to be in order.
All right. So I really like Talyards. I like what they're doing.
Talyards?
Just great facility.
Oh, you can't say Senate, by the way, because you work for them.
I wasn't thinking about.
Okay, I just want to let you know. Sorry.
Talyards really got a good thing going on with their space, their production as well.
Yeah.
I know one of the guys used to work with me over at Spindle Tap.
Spindle Tap?
Yeah.
Jacob, yeah.
So I really like. They had a harvest lager. They had it their first year. I don't know if they have it anymore. That was like one of my favorite. Like just. So it's rare if you're in the craft beer industry, if you're brewing all the time, it's rare that a beer like really surprises you, like, oh wow,
Yeah.
I had no idea what this was going to be, and I really like it. That one's really good. Let's see, like Valencin's, I like what they're doing out over there. That's 2. Let's see.
Vallison's great.
I would say Frosttown.
Frosttown?
Yep. Like Frosttown.
Is that
I
4?
Like their whole area, the outside area as well.
Yeah.
The only real downtown brewery.
Really?
True, yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, I mean,
They are.
I guess technically.
They are the
yeah.
real downtown brewery.
Yep. Yep. Let's see what else.
Last one.
2 more?
No, I think you got one more. You said Frosttown, Vallison's, Talyards.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. You got 2 more.
2 more, okay. I thought he said one more.
No worries. Let's see. I mean, unfortunately, I've never actually been to Megaton or been to Deca.
Are you going to name us? Oh.
No, he can't.
Oh.
He hasn't been. He,
Oh, I know you tried the
yeah.
beer. I know I've sampled beer
You
with
guys
you.
are great. You get both
Yeah.
but
slots.
you got to go with the whole vibe.
No,
you
I
know?
don't want you to name us.
Yeah.
That's not what I was saying.
Okay.
I mean, I would love for you to name us, but
Let's say.
I'm sorry,
I
but you
like
spot.
Excalibur.
Excalibur?
I like a lot of dark beer, and that's the place to go if
Yeah, he's a
you're
big
really
darker
into dark
guy.
beer, honestly. So many different taps available to try.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you this question later.
Oh, me too? Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
later.
I've
Not
got
right.
mine. I've got mine.
Not right now.
Let's say. I'd say Naked Iguana.
Naked Iguana?
Yeah.
Were you were at the guild meeting there?
Yeah, we were.
Okay.
I think it's the first time they've been voted for.
You've been there before that?
Plenty of times.
Okay.
Yeah.
I that was my second time there. I had a great experience going there. I met an army buddy up there the first time I went up there, and it was a great experience. And was it Robert?
The owner? Is that Robert,
Rich.
the owner?
I think it's Robert.
Richard Renison.
Richard?
Rich.
Richard? Rich? Just Rich?
Renison, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's a really cool guy.
He is so nice. Yeah,
Super
he's been here a
nice.
couple times.
He's been here?
He's been here a couple times. He's
Okay.
such a nice guy. Former FBI, right?
Yeah,
Former FBI agent.
Yeah.
His my parents used to work with him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, his parents are
And
former
then
FBI.
he
yeah.
retired and decided to open up a brewery.
Oh,
That's
so you
such
knew
a
him
cool guy.
before.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
No, I didn't know him before, but that's how I started to know him because right when he was starting up, my dad told me, hey, my former buddy, he's opening a brewery. Like, oh, okay, well, we'll check him out once he opens up.
Yeah.
And we did. So we've been there several times. We were there for his 1-year anniversary as well last year. And then we were at the guild meeting this year.
Very cool guy.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and take a break, guys. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
Appreciate it.
Beer Someone listeners, are you thinking about buying, selling, or leasing a home? If so, you need to call Hugh Height, the Texas Beer Realtor. Hugh knows hops and Hugh knows houses, and he can help you with all your real estate needs. That's TexasBeerRealtor.com or 281-939-8182. Hey everybody, we're here recording Beer Someone podcast at Senate Avenue, episode 19, not 18. I don't know if I said 19. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't believe we've done 19 of these. We got Glenn back on. How you doing, Glenn?
I'm good. I'm back.
You went back to work and gave Adam
got
some
to
time to
work,
come
yeah.
talk.
He's polishing glasses and shit. I saw it. I
We're a little
saw it.
slammed right now.
before going back and being in the kitchen when we're done here. So it's gonna be a fun night all the way
Y'all
around.
got me. It's a packed house right now. It's still early.
Yeah, it's a little. I mean, I love these Fridays when it's
Yeah.
busy and line out the door.
You
and
love it when it's busy?
I love it when it's busy. Imagine that. A business owner loving it when it's busy.
I like how I say this is a packed house, and you kind of looked around, and it's like, oh, it can get more packed.
Oh, yeah.
It can. Our patio
Yeah.
still has some tables to go.
There's
so
still some
we'll see
room
what happens.
for-
I
Yeah.
came up
Bodies.
here when y'all had Crack-a-Lacker or whatever, the crawfish guy out here.
Oh, yeah.
That was a packed house.
That was packed. Yeah, that was nuts.
That was wild.
That was the beginning of the season, right?
The
Crawfish
crawfish,
season?
I
Yeah,
think it was.
It was Mardi Gras.
Or
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. Fair enough.
Right? It was April, like first week in April, I think.
Oh, April.
That was fun. It was a good time.
was
I
a good
ran
time.
into Chris Hernandez.
Yeah.
He was up here
Yeah.
trying to check out the crawfish.
We
as
love
well.
Chris. Chris
Chris
is
is
a
great.
That was, we do an event. It's the second time we've done it. It's an event with a group, Artists in Arms. So it's a veteran fundraiser where they get
that
people
was
into
Artists in
different
Arms.
crafts and stuff, and they do fairs. They
He
help
made
them
those
sell, they help
military
them
shirts
get
for
into
y'all
training.
as well, right?
Yep.
Those military Senate Avenue. I have one of those in my house. I was looking for it this morning. I wanted to wear it.
Yeah, we got
and
that.
I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
So I was like,
A little
supporting
grunt, like a
local
grunt
breweries.
shirt. Yeah.
But those guys have been fun to work with, and it's been like anytime you can do something where you're giving back a little bit. Those events
Oh
are
yeah,
just a little
they
more
were
fun.
out here supporting. Yeah,
I think they made their whole year's fundraising goal that day. So
that day
I think so.
they did an
Yeah.
event in Katy that weekend as well, right?
Well, the crawfish influencer did.
Yeah.
But just the guys that had
How'd
the
y'all
event
book
here,
them
he
just
kinda
for
latched
this
onto it.
place?
I don't know how that happened.
I think he had some other event, like the crawfish guy had some other event cancel, and then he
Just
was,
so
he
we
was
know
buddies
what
with
people are,
Schmidt.
what we're talking about. Crackalacker, right?
Yeah.
He's like
He
on
was
social
here.
mean.
He's a big
deal. He's got
crawfish
like a million,
influencer.
couple million viewers or something.
He's got his own like
On
spice and
TikTok.
He reminds
sauce
me of like
line.
a 1980s wrestler.
Yeah, 100%.
Very nice gentleman.
Yeah.
His
but-
accent
and
is hilarious. Like
when
he's-
they
yeah.
said he would draw a crowd, they did not. They
Oh,
were
yeah, it was
not
packed.
kidding. He drew a crowd, and he helped the veterans meet their goal. Of,
100%.
It was fantastic. So
Very cool.
kudos to him for coming out and supporting it.
Yeah.
So.
I just got a jalapeno blonde. That was the first beer I ever tried from y'all.
Which one's that?
The jalapeno blonde.
jalapeno blonde. There you go.
What's it called again?
Smoke show.
Smoke Show. That's what we're sending. That I'm taking back with me.
What's that?
I'm taking some beer back with me for our
Take some
event.
beer back with you, man.
No. I'm doing an event tomorrow. I'm taking a
You're
couple
taking that one
kegs.
back. That's right.
I think
You'll
it's
be at
Smoke
your
Show.
event tomorrow.
That's the greatest accident in Senate Avenue Brewing history.
The Smoke Show?
That's awesome.
Smoke show was an accident.
How was it an accident?
How do I put this? When we first opened up our brew house heating, so we're an electric brew house. The heating coils were not the right heating coils. They were too compact, from what I was told, and so it scorched a lot of our beers. And so the very first blonde that I made it had this smoky flavor to it. And I was just going to dump it, right? I was going to be like, this is just garbage, and we're just going to dump it, and it is what it is. And one of my friends was like, add some jalapenos to it. Just see what happens.
And that's the beer you brought to Backyard Grill that I tried, that I loved, that I came and bought that night.
It was the best beer ever.
Yeah.
So how do you maintain getting that scorched flavor?
Well,
It's a little better without it.
Luckily, we don't do that anymore. We got new heating coils.
Oh, yeah.
So we change our heating coils out once a year.
Yeah.
Electric coils are efficient and they're great, but if you sometimes they can cake things onto them, and there's no chemical that gets it off of there. You can scrub it, which we scrub. We do PBW on it. We do all that we can, and it's clean and crisp and everything for about a year. But after a year, we're just like, it's just time to switch it out. So we have a rotating group of new coils we put in every year,
Right on.
just to make sure we don't scorch.
So
'Cause
you're not
our early
trying to hit
beers-
that scorched.
No, not
You still
anymore. So that flavor you get is that's the roasty flavor is from
Yeah.
actually roasting the jalapenos.
Here
not from
in-house,
scorching.
yeah.
They just take
Right.
all the
Yeah.
seeds and
It's
everything
so
out,
good,
throw them
though.
in the oven,
I
give
like-
them a good roast,
it's
release
a
the oils.
it's a very small burn, but there's
Yeah.
a little bit of a burn, and
It's still light. Like if someone asks
It's
for a
super
light,
light.
beer, I'm like, you can still do the jalapeno blonde.
yeah.
And it's more like
it's
something
really
cooked
great.
with jalapeno. Like there's some like non-jalapeno. You're
Like if you
drinking
put
the
jalapeno
the
on a
sting.
hot dog,
Yeah.
you know,
This
it's not
one
all
is-
jalapeno. It's still plain
Oh
hot
yeah,
dog.
Have you not tried it?
Try it out.
Whenever I met up with Adam one day, I was actually out here picking up grain at BSG one day for DECA.
Yeah.
And I had a little time, so I stopped by here and hung out with Adam for about maybe 30 minutes. And I tried this beer, and he was telling me about
That's
it.
one of our favorite things is so BSG, who people watching this podcast don't know what BSG is, Brewer Supply Group.
Oh, yeah.
Most I say most brewers in Houston use BSG. Maybe the majority of brewers in Houston use BSG for their malt and their yeast.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, the BSG warehouse is like right
A
there.
stone's throw.
We were
You can
talking
literally throw a
about
rock
that
and hit
earlier.
it.
Yeah.
And so we get a lot of brewers through Senate Avenue Brewing Company who come pick up their malt on their day, whatever, and then they'll come hang out and talk with us, like almost like a podcast, but just informal.
Yeah. Right.
And it's great because you get to hear what's going on in the industry we meet people from all the way from Galveston. We get people from Porter. We get people from all over
we
the
love
place.
talking shop.
And
Like
they'll come
Eric
in
from
and they're
Devil
like,
in the
"Hey,
Deep
I
comes
was
up."
at BSG and I wanted a burger, so I wanted a burger and a beer, so here I am."
You see them come in with like their packages of yeast.
Yeah.
Like everything else is in
Yeah.
the car, but the yeast comes inside with
Yeast
them.
comes inside.
You ever had anybody they brought something that needed to be cool during that time period that you had to put like in your cooler
Yeah, we've
while
done
they're
it, I
hanging
think
out
once
here?
or twice. We've just been like,
Yeah,
just
that's
as
cool.
long as you don't forget it on your way out and get mad at me, we're good.
Has that happened?
No, not yet.
Not having yet.
We had
neat.
one that he got a crowler to go and got like out of the parking lot and then looped back around. He's like, I'm not leaving without that. Hold on, I'm coming back.
No kidding. Yeah.
You know, it's funny. That reminds me, because I know Casey told me he's come here for that same reason where he went there, he got stuff, and he came and hung out here with
Yeah,
Adam. or
everybody.
something.
Yeah, we just get a lot of people through.
I mean,
It reminds me like I'll hang out at St. Arnold on a Monday for 3 hours and just send texts and emails to my customers across the city, and people come and talk to me, and it's the same kind of vibe.
That's a cool vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice. We get the same thing here.
Yeah.
Come here on a Monday.
I'll come hang out here. Y'all are close to me.
Yeah. We get a lot of people through. It's nice. The Devil in the Deep. I forget his name.
Eric?
I'm sorry.
Eric, yeah.
Eric. Yeah. He's come through. He comes through all the time.
He's really great. He's in Murkey
Shane
this
from
year.
New Magnolia has been through a few times.
Shane's amazing.
Cody's
Shane's
been here
awesome.
a couple times from
Cody's
Jetta.
great. Y'all
Yeah.
been doing a lot of stuff. Y'all, when For the Culture first opened, y'all made a beer with them.
We
And,
did, yeah. For the culture, Miguel, who's the brewer over there, they actually have the same brew house that we have.
Yeah.
So when they were opening up, he came here to kind of do just a boot camp on our brew house with Adam and learn some of the quirks of every brew house has quirks.
Carlos spoke
Right.
very highly of you when we talked to him.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, he's the best. All the guys over there
Yeah.
are just so great.
Really great brewery.
I love what they're doing over there. And so we did a collaboration with them. I think it was a sour that we did with them. No, was it sour?
It was a sour. I
sour,
tried
yeah.
it.
But I still pop in over there.
I do too. It's really
I pop
great.
in over there whenever I can because it's besides Carbach, it's the closest brewery to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I just pop down 290 and
Yeah, I live in the
come in
same
and say,
area.
hey.
It's between
They did
y'all
it in
and
Murkey this year too.
I don't go to Carbach too often.
Don't forget, it's grunge night. We need to
I
find out
know.
when they're doing it.
He keeps telling me I want to go to Grunge Night at
I'm gonna
For the
look it up and
Culture.
see if it's.
Is it
if it's-
tonight?
No, I don't know when it is. I'm
They
not
said
going
they were
tonight.
doing one in October.
Okay,
I'm not
well,
going-
I gotta go to-
I
gotta
don't
go
know
to
if I'm
that.
gonna have time in October. I'm gonna be honest. It's a pretty busy craft beer month, and then I'm
It
gonna
is.
send it.
October's nuts.
We're trying to do all the Murkey Myers breweries. I don't
I'm
think it's
looking it up, Brandon.
Maybe November.
Yeah.
Maybe November. Okay, events. What events
Fall
do we all
concert
got
series.
coming up?
So we've got our Oktoberfest tomorrow. We're running
Oktoberfest is
our Oktoberfest.
I
is
feel
tomorrow.
so bad. This podcast is
like
not coming
today.
out for 2 weeks.
Today's the day.
So really, nobody's going to see this for kind of 2 weeks. It's kind of an unfortunate thing. Like we got to start thinking about scheduling. Like when we have events coming up. I really wanted to have you on October to promote Murkey Myers, but I'm gonna. Normally we would have recorded with y'all next week, but I'm
All good.
gonna be in
Yeah,
Colorado.
we'll be busy enough tomorrow.
Yeah.
Busy enough.
Well, in 2 weeks, I think we'll be at Brew 30. They're doing a big Oktoberfest thing out there.
Yeah,
So we'll be out there with
the
tent. I don't know.
18th.
Yep.
I was just there yesterday.
Yeah.
So y'all are going to be out there on the
Yep.
18th.
We'll be
Yeah.
out there. I think we're going to
I
bring.
know Decca's going to be out there. So,
Nice.
and I think I'm going to come hang out.
I think the
be
last
fun.
time I saw Decca at Brew 30, Casey's tent tried to take off on him.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. A lady actually kind of got a little hurt that day.
You know,
I
for
remember
like
that
$20,
happening.
you can get some like those like they hold the tent.
I don't think
down.
it was my tent.
Oh,
I think if somebody's tent like flew
Somebody
into yours or
else's
something.
tent. Yeah.
I think you and I were the ones that helped
No,
bring
I
that
have,
thing
I
down.
have weights and I use mine.
yeah,
okay.
Not trying to call anybody out, but I strap mine down and whoever's next to me.
Yeah.
I strap to them too. I'm like,
They
we're
go
rolling
over
this
like-
together.
Yeah,
I don't remember who it was, but I think they still have our stakes. So Glad,
Oh, yeah?
Glad to donate them.
So y'all are going out there on the 18th.
Yeah,
Anything
there.
else after that?
So we have that. We have the guild gathering here on the 20th, which will be fun. It was originally going to be at Texas Leaguer for October, but
Okay. Yeah, that's what's the date on that?
That whole mystery.
It's the third Monday of the month.
I think so. Yeah,
Their
So-
equipment's on auction now, I believe.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's sad.
it's been a
Yeah,
tough one to
That's
watch.
wild.
Yeah,
It's on
Yeah, very
auction?
sad.
It is
yeah.
sad.
I just saw Cody was showing me the other day that it's on auction.
yeah.
I ran into Nathan. I ran into him after the brewery closed.
We really wanted to have him on.
We wanted to have him
Like-
on. He's been busy with everything going
Oh
on.
yeah,
of
no, I
course.
get it. Yeah,
It'd be kind of
absolutely.
interesting to get that kind of perspective, and then maybe get like if you had him, the guys from North Shepherd, the guys from Elderson, and just kind of
That's
He told
Just
me
kinda
he
tell
wanted to
their-
stay in
tell
the
their stories
industry,
of-
though.
yeah.
So I guess we might see more of Nathan, maybe as a
I hope so. He's
a
really
consultant,
talented, yeah.
is what he told me.
I think that's a great idea though. Like get those guys back on and have them share their story about about
it
going
might be
through
the,
that, man.
the most heartbreaking episode.
it might be
but-
hard. It might be may not want to do it, but
So the guild meeting is going to be on the 20th?
could be helpful.
on the 20th. Yeah,
On the Monday, okay.
On the
so
Monday.
That's not really open to the public. That's just like craft
No,
beer people in the industry. But I'm looking forward to that.
Should be fun, yeah.
We
Should
have,
be a good event.
I think we've got
I
our-
talked to Chris. He's not on. He doesn't have a microphone, but he's over here at the side. He's an electrician, and he wants to get involved in the industry and maybe be working with craft beer people as an
Yeah.
electrician.
the,
and
the allied
bring his
partnerships
company.
that they do. So.
I think it's a great idea for him maybe to possibly come out and push it. I've been trying to get Casey to come out to some of these guild meetings.
We always drop money. At least once a month, we drop money on an electrician. So
Yeah?
yeah. Highly
You don't tell
recommend
me about it till after you've already gone.
No, that's not true.
You should've come, man. We're
That's
having
not
a
true. I
blast.
told you I was going to Paradigm that day. I gave you so
That
many
day?
warnings
Thanks.
about naked iguana. What? It's my job. You're a part of the guild. Decca's a part
I
of
actually
it.
don't get the invites, but I know Cody does, so I
Yeah.
can. I
I don't
did
get the
say-
invites either. People just tell me.
I did say that Cody, I could get the invites from Cody, but I have to plan. I have to. I can't.
It's
just
a great
on
event
whim.
for
I think
people
what's-
in the industry.
Yeah, and they opened it up. All the guild meetups. If you're listening to this podcast and you work for a brewery, you are a brewery that's part of the guild.
Yeah.
You are all invited.
tap room, kitchen.
tap room, production.
What if they're not
doesn't
in the
matter.
guild?
What's that?
What if they're not in the guild? What if their brewery's not in the guild?
You
Are they
gotta
not
join
invited? I don't
you gotta
actually know
join
what
the
the
guild.
You
Yeah.
gotta join the guild.
You got
yeah.
so you're not invited
Yeah.
if you're not a part of the guild.
Yeah.
You got to pay your.
they
Is it
were-
monthly or yearly?
There were some people that were showing up that were not part of the guild, and it's not.
I don't know how that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really fair because we pay a lot of money for dues.
Yeah.
and there's lots of sponsorships involved that pay for those guild nights.
Right.
And so they just try to make it a little more fair to make sure that only guild.
A lot of industry people listen to this podcast. What are
I
y'all
hope so, yeah.
doing next month or this month in a couple weeks? 2 weeks? 2
yeah,
weeks?
so we'll have fully catered. We'll have schnitzel.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're
Nice.
coming, yeah, schnitzel, pork schnitzel.
Not
Okay.
everybody can do the schnitzel.
No, yeah, it should be good. So funny story. The very first time we ever did a guild meetup, we had just opened.
Yeah.
And we didn't own the kitchen, so we made everyone pay for their own food. And I think people kind of,
I think I heard about that.
I think people were kind of like, oh, what?
I wasn't there, but I did
And
hear about it.
I
We
wasn't.
also didn't
to-
know about sponsorships.
we didn't know about sponsorships either. So
That's funny.
we gave drink tickets, so we limited the number of people that could drink, and then we did pay for your own food. And I don't think it went over very well. I did not know that. I had no idea.
Was that your first guild
It
meeting?
was our first guild meeting, and we didn't know. So this time we're like, everything's catered.
We're gonna make it
Beer
up
is
to you.
free. We're
Yeah.
closing to the public.
But you didn't know me. Yeah,
yeah,
you're
it
just
should be a
learning.
great time.
Yeah.
But you have to work for a brewery to participate.
Have to work for a brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's in the guild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said,
In
tap
the
room
guild.
production, anybody like they
Yeah.
I think they're trying to get more tap room staff up. Which
I
is-
really
which-
like
As
it.
they should. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I first started coming to the guild meetings, I'm going to be honest, and I'm just going to tell y'all, I wasn't really invited. Nobody told me to go to a guild meeting. I just knew that Megaton was in the guild,
Yeah.
and nobody was going to the guild meetings and representing Megaton. So I was like, well, that needs to change.
Yeah.
And I just started showing up and representing Megaton. And I honestly, I love the guild meetings. It's a great
I love the
marketing
guild.
event.
It's a strong guild. I think
I've made so many close friends.
so many collaborations, so many friends. The meetups that you do in Austin and the roundup here in Houston, it's a lot of fun. We kind of gained some notoriety for winning Craft Brewers Cup, Craft Brewers Cup medals. They've connected us very heavily with our local legislator, Representative Lacey Hull. And we have done collaborations with her legislative office, and that comes to help us during the legislative session when we need bills passed. I have her cell phone number.
Wow.
So if I have something that's coming up, like this last session with the Steers for Beers, which was to get a tax credit for all the spent grain that we donate.
Yeah, you were pushing that hard.
I texted her and I said, hey, I really appreciate your vote on this. And she did. She voted for it. And,
awesome.
Having that connection
It's
was
really
because
great
of the
to
guild.
have somebody with your experience to represent us here in the
It
craft
doesn't
beer
take my.
community.
But I'll say
Houston.
this, Brandon. It doesn't take my experience to do it. It takes just people giving a shit and
I love that.
having the balls to text the people who work for you.
Yeah.
They
Your
work for
representative
us.
works for you.
Yes.
And you, Casey. They work for us. That's their job. If they know you vote and they know that Megaton has 7,000 followers on Instagram and Deca has 7,000 followers on Instagram, and hey, this is a vote coming up that's going to benefit us by a couple $100 a month, which that would have done.
Yeah.
That is important for all of us. If all
That's
of
good to know.
all of the guild members, all of us would have pressured all of our road staters, it would have passed.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing that happened was I think it timed out.
I heard, there's lots that goes on behind the scenes in the legislature.
Pushed later into the session than it should have been. There were other
You
bills.
have a little bit of a bird's eye view into some of that.
Yeah, it was procedural. It was a procedural issue that happened, and it died. There's usually 2 or 3 legislative priorities that happen each legislative session, which happens every 2 years. And so, if you're a guild member, if you love craft, and not even if you're a guild member, if you're a craft beer lover, pay attention to those issues. And if you follow craft beer on social media, I would very much encourage anybody who is a brewery owner to be involved. You don't have to pick a side.
Right.
You don't have to be Republican. You don't have to be Democrat. You don't have to be independent.
It's not it's a bipartisan
you can just be
issue. Yeah.
pro craft beer. If you're pro small business, you should be pushing for this stuff. And that's all that I did this last session was this is going to benefit my brewery by a couple $100 a month by donating my spent grain to a rancher and getting my tax credits back on that. It would just make sense, and it directly benefits my bottom line. Why are more people not pushing for this? Why are more people not using the pressure that they have? I think you talked about social media earlier, Brandon, how important it is to have followers and have this. We have 4,082 followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
And we have 7,000 on Facebook. How much does St. Arnold have? How much does Megaton have? How much does Deca have? How much does
you're
Spindletap
saying if we
have?
all come together
If you
and
all
push
come
this
together
issue?
and you're all pushing the same thing in unison,
Right.
you can get a lot done.
You're getting
And
millions.
I love that.
trying to have a state representative who is saying, I don't support small business. Come on now. We can do this. We can do this.
Yeah.
It's easy.
You,
No,
you
it's-
shamed
and
the
it's-
hell out of a couple people that voted
It's like, and
against it.
I'm going to
You
circle
were
it back
tagging him. He
to
was ripping.
Murkey. You
It was
have
fun.
this group chat
Yeah.
with 20 breweries.
Yeah.
And it's more than just Murkey. It's because y'all this is a year-long thing.
Yeah.
Y'all
Oh,
were
you
talking
said-
last year. Y'all are I'm sure y'all have continued that group chat.
Helping
through
each
the
other
time.
out with
Yeah.
different things other than just murky.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Let's work together. Let's open
communication.
up
It's-
opportunities
Working-
for the craft beer
working
industry
together.
so we can thrive.
working together, but this state, we're all under TABC. We're all under state law. We're all under this. We all have to be stronger, just like when the guild was formed to allow us to freaking exist.
Yes.
That was a great push, but it's kind of died down a little bit. And I feel like there needs to be a bigger push for breweries our size that have followers, that have passionate regulars, that you never know if a regular is connected somehow. You know, I'm a little connected because of what I did in politics. All of us are business owners. Pressuring our leadership to pass favorable bills for small businesses like us needs to be a bigger push for the guild. I'm not running for anything right now. I
love what you're saying. Keep going.
I sound like I am, but I'm not.
Keep going.
Used to it, I'm sure.
But maybe I will. But you know, it's just one of those things where there's strength in numbers. There's strength.
I love it.
There's strength in social media. There's strength in
100%.
common sense.
Yeah.
And it's common sense to give small businesses tax breaks for donating spent grain to ranchers.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And
Yeah, man.
100%.
Easy peasy.
Let's go.
That should
Yeah.
be a no-brainer. And
Why
people
not?
who don't vote for that should be like shamed. And I did shame
Strength in numbers,
a local
man.
representative for not voting for me.
I think I saw that on social media.
I did.
Yeah. Like I said,
Tom Oliverson, Representative Tom Oliverson. He and I respect the office. I respect all the work that he does, but he did vote. There were many votes, and one he voted against. And I did call him out, like, this is not right. You should.
no,
vote,
I
you
liked
should
that.
vote
I
for
liked that
this.
post. I remember.
And you know, and I emailed him. He emailed me back with his explanation for why he didn't vote for it.
Really?
That was, I don't remember exactly what it was,
Hey, that's something.
but it was something.
I'm glad he emailed
but
you
he
back.
knows-
Yeah, right.
He knows I exist.
Yeah.
Lacey Hull knows I exist. A lot of people know that we exist, and it takes Megaton and DECA, and it takes
I
St.
think
Arnold.
it's a
and it takes-
mindset that you have. I think I have that mindset where I feel like I can be unstoppable. I'm not going to let anything stop me. I want to be heard, and I will put my voice out there, and I'm going to keep going. And that's what you do, and that's what you
And
did.
if you're trying to figure out where to go with that, if we're in one of the breweries and you're
But
not
people-
sure
some
how to
people-
hook up with it, there is a government affairs leader in the guild, Travis, whose last name I forget. Reach out to him. He can help connect you with your local reps. He can help you get those one-on-one contacts. He's the one that also, I think, helps set up the legislative pro-am, which is another fun one because you meet that rep, you have that reputation or that relationship, and for them, they have a chance to win a medal. That they get, they get a cup that goes in their office. If their beer wins the gold, they get a trophy. They get to come out and do all that stuff. So, and it's a free entry into the Texas Craft Brewers Cup.
That's awesome.
The other entries are all paid. That was a free one, so it's really a win across the board.
Right, yeah, everybody wins, yeah.
So.
It's no nonsense. I mean, if
Meet
we all
your
team
reps.
up, we all team up.
Yeah.
And if you meet your rep and you meet your rep, and they come to the brewery and they tour it, well, they're all fascinated by shiny tanks. Everyone's fascinated by shiny tanks.
Yeah.
That's easy, yeah.
But then they get a photo op with
Yeah.
them stirring in the mash tun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I support small business.
Yeah.
Let's
And
go.
then guess what? When that vote comes up, you'd be like, hey, remember this picture where you said you supported small business?
The one you
We need
used in your
vote
campaign flyer?
Right now. We need your vote right now.
Right.
Tonight. And they will do it. They will do it. I've seen it myself. It
Yeah.
will happen. But it takes everybody doing it.
Yeah.
And right now, my only critique is that not everybody's a little afraid with politics right now because it's so
Yeah.
tribal and it's so visceral and it's so ornery and there's so much violence going on right now.
Yeah.
But we're all small businesses.
Right.
And we all need to have a regulatory environment that is favorable to us all. And if we all team up, we are strong.
Preach, brother.
We are
Yeah.
strong.
We are strong.
Thank you so much for saying
should start a
that.
cult.
I'm gonna get off my soapbox.
I fucking-
No, I really
Church.
love it.
No, I believe I feel everything you're saying, man. I
I
really,
really do.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was awesome.
I appreciate you saying it. I think it needs to be heard.
Politics is scary right now, guys.
It's good to just remind. I think a lot of people know these things that you're saying.
I think a lot
but
of
they need to
people-
be reminded that like you have to take action.
to bring it back to the roots.
Send a
I
couple
think
emails.
people
That's all
think they
really
don't
all
make an
it's
impact
not.
these days.
Right.
It's not
I
going
think
to it.
people are scared to talk. They feel like they won't be heard. Their vote doesn't matter. They don't make an impact. No. You don't make an impact when you don't vote or you don't participate.
You have to
You
vote.
have to take action.
My daughter said something last night. She's 14 and she's bummed out. She can't vote in the next presidential election. I'm like, honey, there's an election every year. That's very important. There's local, state,
Your voice
national
matters.
elections that happen every year, and if you vote every year, but as far as like our industry goes, our guild and our membership needs to be stop being so afraid of picking a side and just advocate for us. If you advocate for small business,
I'm for local. I'm for small
for
businesses.
local small business. If you advocate for local small business, which is all that we are,
Yes.
and craft beer is this industry is so connected on all the levels. And so you have to be vocal about it. You don't have to say, I'm red, I'm blue. You just have to say, I am pro craft beer. I'm pro small
100%.
business.
Pro small
Visit
business.
your
Yeah.
local
Advocate
craft
for it.
breweries. Support your local craft breweries, and we need to
Support
take
it,
a stand.
Support your local craft beer, but also like pay attention when we ask for something. We're not asking for something that's pro left, pro right. We're asking for something that's going to benefit us, but also other small businesses.
Right.
So I think we're the epitome of we're a manufacturing industry that's small that still survives in America in 2025.
Yeah.
Wild.
You should be supporting us
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
You should absolutely be supporting us all the time. When you have a choice to go out to eat, to go out to drink, you should honestly look at who supports your local T-ball team, who supports your local economy,
Right.
And you should choose breweries.
Yeah.
You should always choose breweries.
Right, yeah.
Because I think that
Well,
is
I
going
think
to be.
people are so looking at the world so broad these days. They're looking at everything outside their local community. They're looking at the United States. They're looking at the world as a whole. Now we're starting to look at space. Let's slow down. Let's focus in on the community.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what's important. We need
Yeah.
the community needs to thrive.
Take care of
we
your
need
neighborhood.
to stop worrying about everybody else. We need to start worrying about ourselves, our local community here.
I
in
think
Houston.
that's our focus here at Senate Avenue is focused on we call it hyper local community.
Right.
Hyper local, who is within a stone's throw of
Jersey
our brewery.
Village right now.
Jersey Village, and if we give love, they give it back. But if we don't get that back, that's bad. We need to make sure that everyone is understands that if we don't survive and y'all don't survive, your consumer choice is very limited, and that's really bad for everybody.
Yeah.
Andrew,
So-
I've known you for 5-6 years now. I didn't know you ended up here in this spot because the community, the Jersey Village, wanted a brewery, and you didn't know who else would do it, so you said, I'll do it myself.
I'll do it.
And you've ended up in this spot. You've created what I think is one of the best breweries in Houston.
But I'm sorry,
Thank
you
you.
did say earlier you did have prior brewing knowledge, right?
He did. He was interested in craft beer. He
Yeah,
did
but
bottle
You
shares.
had never brewed.
I learned in my garage, like
he-
everybody else.
Yeah, okay.
He had a
yeah.
homebrew
So were
kit
you already
before-
making beer?
Yeah.
I was making beer in my garage.
You were making
Yeah.
beer,
So
but
you
you
at least
didn't.
had that.
but never a production. No
But
production.
you were
experience.
like, I'm not the. You didn't know you were the guy.
No.
Right.
That
yeah.
inspires me, honestly. It really does. I think
Thank
that's
you.
amazing.
Well,
This has been a really interesting and transformative podcast in a way.
Yeah, and also to be fair too, whenever you were prompted with a lot of this and this idea came to flourish, craft beer was fucking booming,
yes,
A
it
little
was.
bit, yeah.
booming hard.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I want to ride this wave too.
Yeah.
you know, and then here we are. But
Yeah.
you guys are fucking killing it though.
Yeah, I mean we're doing
I-
we're doing
yeah.
okay. I think we're doing all
Yeah,
right.
It's
that's
the
great.
food, man.
We could do better. We can always do better. Each
Collaborating
one of us
and-
can do better.
And working on those things.
You're
we all
hard on
talked
yourself,
about.
aren't you?
I am.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little hard on you. Are you hard on yourself?
He knows he's
No?
not. He calms me down when
Yeah.
we have a slow Monday. He's talking me off the ledge.
I kick the
Yeah.
shit out of myself. I really do.
I do too.
It's a
I'm
marathon,
very hard
not
on
a
myself.
race, right?
Yeah, I'm
It's
usually
a
the ones
mi-
going like just stay the course.
Yeah.
We're okay. Like
Stay the course.
If it's like this a couple weeks in a row, all right, now we start to worry. But like one bad Monday is not
Right. Yeah.
And it was like the Monday that really kicked it off was we didn't think about it at the time. It was the Monday Night Football Texans home opener. You know, there's other stuff going on. It was like, dude, everybody's downtown for that. There's hype. It's
I did an event that night that was a fucking dud.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a dud.
Yeah, but everybody was either watching the game at home. It was
Yeah.
the most exciting
Yeah, and we
Texans
really want our
game that you're
Texans to
gonna
do
have. I
well.
didn't watch it.
It's sad that they're not doing great, but we're hoping. Everybody's hoping.
Yeah.
I'm a big trend person. I'm a financial guy.
Yeah.
I'm a big trend follower.
Yeah.
We have 5 years of data, and so when we have something.
You're looking at all the analytics,
and I'm
all the
sure
data?
Every brewery owner, brewery owner who's watching me right now is like, I get it.
Yeah.
You have that slow Monday, that slow Tuesday, that less than average Wednesday, and you're like, oh my God, we are dying.
Yeah, we
and
fucked
then
it
you
up.
and then you have a record Saturday.
Right, yeah. It balances
And
out.
it's really hard because there's so many breweries that are on the edge that really, really matters.
Yeah.
And
That day matters.
the day matters, and trends matter. And so, but I luckily have a guy who's been in the industry for 25 years telling me, bro, I mean, you're
Yeah.
fine. Don't worry about it.
You look at your monthly, not your daily, not your
Yeah,
weekly.
you look at your
If I could-
longer term
yeah,
trends.
yeah.
If I could get the same passionate reaction from him on like the busy Fridays and Saturdays as I do
Yeah.
the dead Mondays, I feel like he'd be a lot more evened out.
yeah, but that's how
It
goes.
was like that was a good
Yeah.
Saturday. Yeah, that was solid. Like
It's incredible that y'all are open 7 days a week.
If
That's
you
wild.
ask me, Andrew, what's your weakness? It is I follow trends in shorter terms than I should,
Yeah.
and
I think you're on top of your game, man.
I'm caught.
I think it's a good thing. You see it as a weakness. I think it's a.
I mean, it's definitely
think-
better than not looking at it. And just
Yeah, I
trying to
think
go
it's
like,
better
oh,
that
just-
you are.
I watch
I think
it.
you're looking
I watch it.
at windows that people are not.
But I have friends that tell me like you need to calm down sometimes because if you have a slow Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, like it's okay.
Yeah.
There's some reason why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not you. It's not
Right.
like people are like, we're never going to Senate again.
Yeah, it's
We didn't
No,
just piss everybody off over
I
the
agree
weekend.
with that. What you just said, but I think being hypercritical of yourself like you are is a good thing. Ultimately,
Pros and cons.
Pros and cons.
I think
There's
you
a range.
adaptability is probably.
I'll say this. We have built an emergency fund because of
Yeah.
my paranoia.
Yeah.
But it's also because we've had,
love
like
it.
like we said earlier in this podcast, we've had hurricanes, derechos,
Yeah.
freezes. We've had everything, coronavirus. We've had everything that as possibly could have happened to this brewery has happened to this brewery with me here. And so I am a little paranoid and I am
Yeah.
a little critical of myself.
Yeah.
Has it saved us? Sure.
Yeah.
But my goal over the next couple of years
Yeah.
is to chill out a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you're riding a good wave, which is good.
We're
So-
doing okay.
Yeah.
Before we're getting towards the end game of this, but we talked to. You said you started in distribution. It didn't really work out. Any chance you might get back into distribution, expand it anyway?
I think the most we would really do I kind of look at distribution if we're going to do it as marketing.
Yeah.
So you go somewhere like Brew 30 where they have
Yeah.
a bunch of taps and they're knowledgeable.
Yeah.
They know where breweries are and it's going to come back to the brewery. But to just go be a spot in a wall like Flying Saucer, one of those places where they know the beer, but are they going to say, hey, go to Jersey Village, it's a great little spot, go check them out. You know, if it doesn't feed back to the brewery, then maybe it's not so much worth it.
Okay.
So, like I said, as a marketing exercise,
You guys
maybe
are-
one or two places.
It's
but
different setup. I mean, you got a 3-barrel system, and you're not sitting on any beer.
Yeah.
We don't
You're
sit on
moving
beer.
your beer,
Yeah.
so there's
If I
no
had excess-
reason
If I had
to
excess
really.
beer, I'd be like, Casey, you're absolutely. I'd be like, you're.
You got to go sell this.
I
You
got
gotta
to
sell
sell this
this.
beer because we're sitting on it.
Yeah.
we
we-
just
if
we
we
just
tried to
don't
do-
sit
You
on
don't
beer.
sit on beers. There's no reason to sell it.
If we tried to really do distribution, we would probably have to make a much smaller variety of beers. We'd be making the same 4 things over and over
Okay.
again.
Well, I have
and
another question.
Driving Adam
Kind of
crazy.
similar. Would you ever do another location? In a different environment.
It's hard to have lightning strike twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say that I have had this question from many people who want to invest in this brewery
Yeah.
who didn't get in when I asked them in the first place.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, I'd invest in a second location. I'm like, we talked to Adam earlier. He's been trying to find a location in Cyprus.
You wouldn't maybe you talk about Adam and how much you love Adam and how much
Yeah.
he's done for the brewery. You wouldn't want to start another location with maybe Adam running?
I would invest in Adam in a heartbeat
Okay.
if he found a location.
If he found a good location. Okay.
But that's also
Write that down. That's on the record.
Yeah.
I would invest in Adam.
Right.
Adam and Alex Millard, yeah, I would invest in them.
Okay,
If there's
I'll
anybody
keep
out
that in
there who
mind.
wants to help them out, like I would.
I'm trying to think of a great location for a brewery. Maybe Cypress.
I think that's
Well,
where they're
I
kind of
think
looking.
Cypress
Cypress
is the
Bridgeland area
target.
is kind of where they want to be, but trying to
Yeah.
find. It's the
But
balance of the
it's not
amount
like
of
a great-
space,
you got
the amount of
Misfits,
money, and
but-
trying to figure out.
That's an office warehouse space. Like, yeah, you have Misfit, which is more like, I think it's more like Tomball than Cypress.
Is it?
It's on. I went when
Almost.
I never. So just to preface that, I love Misfit. I've had a few of their
Oh,
beers
yeah.
show up to my bottle share. I've never been. I went when they were Twisted Acre, and then they took over Twisted Acre.
Yeah.
But I haven't been since they were Misfit. But I think it's closer to 249.
Okay.
So I guess it's technically Cypress, but anyways,
There is kind of a void there.
but there's a
That's
void.
what I
That's
was
like that-
thinking.
Like the Bridgeland, like the south of.
What about the
290.
Woodlands? There's no brewery in the Woodlands.
No breweries.
No.
That's another. So this is we're
No.
getting at. Look,
No?
But is that one of those things where
No.
is that
Why is there
Woodlands,
no
is that
brewery in the
Woodlands local
Woodlands?
government?
because
The Woodlands.
the real
That's
estate's
why.
so expensive.
Yeah.
The Woodlands
And
police.
that's the problem in Cyprus too.
Which is
just
ironic
the
coming
real
from
estate is
JV.
so
The whole
expensive.
vibe out there, man. It's a different country over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I just think it's weird. I don't think there's ever been a brewery in the Woodlands.
Nah, bro. It's a land
You
of
got good craft beer
corporate-
spots. You got Hop
It's a land
Scholar.
of corporate
you
business,
got,
corporate restaurants and stuff like
what
that.
about- what
It's not
other,
the.
I think a
That's a
winery,
spot.
like you could probably put a winery out there, or maybe like a cider.
Winery
or
Winery
something
would
like
do
that.
well, very well out
brewery
there.
would do okay as long as it just appeals to the crowd.
would have to
that
be
can
the right
visit it
brewery.
in the
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
I think
I
Senate
think
Avenue
it's not a
Part
craft
2
beer
would do well in the
There's enough
Woodlands.
stuff close
To be
enough.
honest,
You can go,
Are we
you
all
got
just talking-
Spring, you've
We're all
got
just talking at this
Tallier.
point.
we are just talking.
I think a Talliard-sized brewery would do well in the
gonna go
Woodlands.
Yeah.
I think
you just put it like a monster.
a destination brewery in the Woodlands with a hotel nearby would do really well in the Woodlands.
Yeah.
I think the same. I think the same for Cypress. But
That is an undertaking.
it's you have to find somebody who is connected and wealthy and
And-
again you're not gonna see a profit for years.
Probably.
We
We
got
can
lucky
move
here,
away
so.
from the Woodlands Craft Brewery idea. I want to get closer to. I'm about to ask y'all's top 5 breweries. I want to
okay.
wait for Casey to get back here for that. Is there anything y'all want to talk about before we close this out?
I mean, I guess I would throw out. I don't know if you guys already talked about the Wednesday night events we do.
Let's talk about it.
So every Wednesday night we do something. We've got them pretty well dialed into where the first Wednesday every month is music trivia. The second Wednesday every month we do music bingo. The third Wednesday every month is a second trivia. Sometimes it's movie, sometimes it's TV. Sometimes we'll dial in a little bit more on like maybe like Game of Thrones or do something a little bit more specific. This month will be we're doing spooky trivia. In December it'll be like holiday trivia. We'll do all holiday movies where it'll be movies, music, TV, all the big holiday special stuff. The fourth.
Who's is it like a video or is it just y'all calling questions?
It's all custom.
So
Yeah, it's all video.
Andrew
It's all
and
video?
Connor will be the ones that put it together. We put it on all the
They
TVs
put it-
for the
so it's
trivia.
y'all put it together yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a full like multimedia presentation. You've got like for music, it's like video clips on the screen from music videos. Name the artist, name the song. And sometimes it'll get a little bit more intense. And then we the fourth trivia is usually or fourth Wednesday is puzzle race, which I think Casey was talking about it earlier. Is we were one of the first ones to do a jigsaw puzzle race, where everybody gets the same jigsaw puzzle. We just kind of say go and top 3 win, and then we had. I didn't know that there were national puzzle racing competitions.
Yeah, puzzle racing is actually a national sport now.
Y'all are the first brewery in Houston that I heard of doing it.
Yeah,
We had
We were talking about that. That's something we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
well, we had like 3 teams or 2 teams that just kept absolutely kicking the shit out of everyone.
Oh, yeah.
they were
They were
finishing like
solving, like,
300
20
puzzles.
minutes.
Yeah,
Troy's here.
Oh my gosh.
What's up, Troy? Come on, man.
but
Say hello.
they beat everybody so bad we had to make a pro division just to get those guys from stomping the shit out of the regular.
Can I sacrifice my spot real quick to put Troy on the podcast? I'm gonna sit up for a second.
Okay.
but I want you to talk about Troy
Yeah.
and Murkey Myers while we have
You
Troy.
want to hop
here.
on for just a quick
I'm
second?
gonna
Do you
hop
have
off.
a beer?
Can I get?
Do you-
I'll
do
get
you
you a
need your
Murkey
beer?
Myers. I'm gonna get you a
I mean,
Murkey Myers.
yeah.
I want you to hop on the podcast. I want you to take my spot. How long? Just like 5 or 10 minutes. Okay. Whatever you want to
Did
do.
you get his beer for him?
I'm gonna give him a beer.
All right. He's got a beer. It's at his table.
I'm gonna give him the beer.
Okay.
Is the camera on him, Chris?
Yep.
Is he on camera?
Can you put it on Troy and see how it looks?
This is probably not
It's
the most
pointing
fun. You
up
can
right
pick it
now.
up if you need to, but yeah.
You got to get
As long as
fairly
you can hear
close
me.
to it.
That good?
I ain't got nothing hanging out in my beard, do I?
Make sure you're talking to it.
Yeah, you
Oh,
might
okay.
have to pull it up closer to your mouth. Yeah. It's one of them. Yo, so we got Troy. What's your last name?
Montgomery.
Montgomery. So Troy was the winner last year of the Murkey Myers. He won the whole thing. He got it. He did all the Murkeys first.
Yeah.
So
All hail the reigning champ. Right here. This is the dude right
he
here.
beat Brandon fair and square.
That's funny.
So yeah, no, and Troy's also a Mug Club member at DECA, and so I see Troy quite a bit. We get to hang out and share beers quite often. So I'm just happy that you're here, man. This is great because we're kind of far from where we live.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny because, we picked this first stop for tonight, and I kind of had a premonition that I bet Brandon is going to be there.
You didn't know.
Did not know. Had
It was
no
fate.
clue. Yeah,
Meant to be.
it was. So I
I'm
thought that
glad
was
you made
pretty
us your
funny.
first stop, man. Appreciate it.
Yep,
So how many are you going to try to knock out today?
at least 5.
Nice.
Wow.
That's a man on a mission.
There you go.
Yes.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yep. So we're working on it, having fun.
That's awesome. Are who's with you? You got a crew with you? Or?
Yeah, no, just my wife. Me and my
Alrighty.
wife are out on Friday night. And,
No doggo.
huh?
No doggo.
Nope.
Yep. Just yeah. Hell yeah.
Gotta stay
So-
efficient.
Yeah.
Gotta stay
Yeah.
efficient.
You're hitting.
Yep. Exactly.
That's awesome, man. So this is the first spot.
Yes.
Okay, right
So-
on.
Got your
What's
passport
next?
stamped?
Yes, got it
All
in my
right,
pocket.
There we go. Glad we were the first spot.
Who's next?
That's honored.
The culture. Or for the culture.
Okay, nice. Have you been there before?
I have not.
Right on.
So I'm real curious about that one.
They got live music tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
So this should be
It's gonna
jamming.
be fun.
Wow.
I'm going to see what Brandon wants to do when we leave here.
Well, more than welcome to tag along. So.
But yeah, I know that because I like the space there. It's definitely great. Like, if you've ever done any sort of like warehouse, concerts and you just watch bands play in a warehouse, kind of grungy, it's perfect for that. It's perfect for that. And they got great beer, man. Great people,
beer,
great
yeah.
vibe.
So
yeah.
Miguel's very talented.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome.
How many of
Uh-oh.
how many of today's stops are going to be like the first time you've been to them?
I think just one.
Just for the culture?
No, 2. I was trying to remember the one down by 59. I'll have to look at my list.
It's not DECA, is it?
No. That's probably going to be the last one. So
Oh, right on. Nice. Save the best
Finish
for
on home
last.
turf.
Hey.
yeah.
There you go.
So I wanted to give everybody an unbiased opinion before I took DECA because he won last year. So
Yeah.
but this is a pretty good brew this year. So
Oh, thank you very much.
Delicious.
Appreciate
so
that.
everybody definitely come out and get you a glass of it because you're going to really enjoy it.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you very
man.
much. That's very kind of you.
Hell yeah, Troy. Dude, it's so great to see you, man. I love you, bro.
Thank
That's
you very
awesome.
much.
That's
Same, man. I
awesome.
appreciate y'all having me
Yeah,
on.
man.
here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Appreciate
dude.
it. Nice
Cheers,
meeting
man.
everybody.
Cheers.
Yep. Cheers.
All right.
So if Tom needed any more like clips or sound bites of why the month of Murkey is perfect, that was it
Dude,
right there.
We're bulldozing it this year, man.
You know,
we need to.
there you go.
Knock it
It's
out.
such a big, cool event. It's probably one of
Yeah.
my favorites for
So
sure.
knocking out 2 new breweries in a day just because you got a reason, you got an excuse.
It's a
That's
fun
awesome.
thing to do.
Yep.
It's a fun activity.
And
Yeah.
not to mention meet a lot of new people.
Yeah.
A lot
That's
of
true,
fun,
yeah.
interesting
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, now you're here doing a podcast. Did you think you know how to do? Like, all right, now I'm going to be on the radio.
Good thing I cleaned up.
And you wore a beautiful DECA shirt, which I appreciate. Love that, too. That's awesome.
Awesome,
Hell
awesome,
yeah,
man.
dude.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Thanks for coming
But
out.
I'm
We'll
on
let you
time
get back
schedule,
to
so
it,
I gotta
yeah.
run.
He's got to get
Gotta
going.
Yep.
See you,
Hell
sir.
yeah, man. Cheers.
Got to keep him on
Cheers.
schedule.
Yep.
Yeah, hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet y'all.
Nice meeting you.
Hey, Brandon, once again, always a pleasure, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So you got Murkey.
Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah. Dude.
How many were you in so far? You've done 8
Holy
so far?
shit.
It's the
It
third.
just started.
What are you trying to do what I was doing last year? What are you doing?
It's same
Wild.
thing, bro. It's the hunt.
You got a
The
little
throw
bit of
the
a
hunt.
DD
I
though,
love
right?
it.
You got a DD. That's nice.
love
That's
that,
nice.
man.
Yeah, that's great.
So badass.
Throw the hunt.
Are you winning again this year? I heard there's a guy on a motorcycle. There's a guy on a motorcycle
With a spreadsheet, damn it.
with a spreadsheet. You can't hear what Troy's saying. Nobody can hear. But there's a guy on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
He might beat us.
Hey, but it's not a race, which is good.
It's not?
I really hope it's not.
For some people it may be.
Take
I
it
don't
easy,
know.
everybody.
Maybe it is.
Okay, nobody
There's
hears
that.
what
See,
Troy's
there is
saying.
that.
Maybe
Troy,
it
thank you
is.
so much for coming
I
on.
didn't realize there was-
but it's
yeah.
all Imperial double dry hopped
That was a treat. That was
awesome.
that was.
That was
I saw
hilarious.
him walking up. I'm like,
that's
I will
hilarious.
sacrifice myself. I want him on the podcast.
I love that, dude.
That's
Troy's
No,
the best.
Troy's great. Really great. Local DECA regular.
He's our Laura. He's our
yeah,
Laura.
yes, yeah, for sure. Dude, love Laura, dude.
He's been here. Yeah, I remember him last year. Yeah.
So what's funny is like Laura, when I was at Brew 30 at it wasn't Oktoberfest. I don't remember what springtime event it was, but we had like a weird cold snap in the middle of the night or in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
About 5,
It just
6
got cold as
o'clock. All of a
shit.
sudden it got cold. Well, I was wearing literally what I'm wearing right now, a t-shirt and shorts.
Yeah.
So they saw me over there freezing. And I'm a bitch about the cold, so I just can't handle it. And they saw me, and they're like, "We got a blanket in
I'm
our
a little
car."
bit of a bitch about my cold.
Her and her,
I like
her,
the
and
way
her
you
chick
put it.
were like, "Yeah, we got a blanket in
Nice.
our car," and I was just like,
Please?
"Can I? Yeah, I'll use it." And they're like, "We'll bring it to you." So they brought me a blanket. They let me use it the whole time, and then they left, or I left. One of the two. It was one of those nights, and then we messaged each other. I was like, "I still got your blanket," and I just told her I'd bring it up here and leave it for her because I know she lives close and comes here quite often. So that day, whenever I came up to BSG, I brought the blanket with me, and that was another reason why I came here was
Yeah.
to leave her blanket,
That was,
which I really appreciated that.
It was
That-
Brew 30's anniversary party.
that's what. Okay,
Yeah,
and I
'cause
don't
it was-
remember
it was
what
the- it was-
month it was because it was a weird
Love
cold
Brew
snap.
April, yeah.
Great spot. I had
Yeah,
a great
it was
thing
like-
night there last night.
And then
Nobody
the next
thought
day
it
it was
was
like
going to
90
get
degrees
cold.
again. It just-
yeah,
It was windy as shit,
It was
too.
really windy and
It
cold.
was windy.
Because
Yeah,
it was the
I remember,
same day, the same time that neighbor's tent tried to take off.
But it's a
violence that happened.
testament to the community we have with
Yeah.
craft beer and the
Great
kind of people we have.
community.
It takes care of
I think
everybody.
everybody
Yeah.
here is a huge part of that community. I thank you so much for being a part of that community.
I also kind of I saw a picture of y'all's
The flights?
Your tap. The paddles actually look.
The flights?
The flight paddles look not exact.
We're
They're not
looking
like
at one right
megatons,
now.
but there's a similarity.
It's really nice.
Because
to
you have the
nice
galvanized pipe or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, and you've got that treated wood, which that's what Megaton has, but it's
Yeah.
more of a gear.
It's and it's more rust. Oh my gosh!
Holy shit!
What?
y'all.
Hey, come here. What's up, man?
Tom
You-
Painter just walked in,
Tom,
saying hello.
I think
get up, take my spot.
I think he stole my camera.
I'm giving up my spot all
Well, hello, sir. We see each other again.
What's going on, guys?
We spent about 30 minutes talking about Murkey a while ago, so we're here to talk about it some more, man. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
I'm making the rounds. I'm making the stops. What hour are you guys in on this podcast?
Three. We're at the end.
I can't tell. I can't tell if you guys are lying or not. But this is nice. Well, it's nice to be with you guys again. But I need to go get a beer.
Yeah, he hasn't even gotten a beer yet.
Go get a beer, Tom. Don't
Yeah.
forget
Cheers,
to get your
Tom.
stamp.
Thanks for coming and saying hi.
Hell yeah.
I think we are at the end of this. We've been going a while.
We're getting a
and
lot
the
of cameos
camera,
and-
my camera's acting wild.
Mine ran
Oh,
away.
did we
too.
even-
Camera's gone
Do
rogue.
we even have Tom in the view?
Yeah, we did.
I
We
tried.
did for a little bit.
Who knows,
How's-
man?
can
I
you put it on
wasn't-
me so I can see it?
Yeah,
Can you
like-
put it on me though? So we didn't get
It was
Tom
on
at all.
Chris.
He
I
moved
tried to
moved
turn it towards Tom, but then when
Okay.
he got up, it went back over to him.
Okay.
Oh,
we're ending
when
it
he
right
walked
now.
up,
I
Mike
do want to
stared at the
ask
ceiling.
y'all's your top 5 breweries in Houston.
That is a. I'll start off with probably the potentially controversial one, but if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be in craft beer at all. So I will say Carbach is probably.
Yeah, it's like
Really, Carbach. I think that's
That's-
the first time Carbach's actually been mentioned on the list, but I'm not going to diss it because there was a time where Carbach was one of my favorite
Yeah.
breweries in the
And
Houston.
like
I
I
will
said,
say Carbach was one of my favorites, but if you track a lot of people in the industry that came from Carbach to create a lot of great breweries,
yeah.
Carbach, we owe a debt to
Oh,
Carbach.
I wasn't trying to hate on Carbach.
Was were you there pre-buyout
I was
or
right after the buyout.
Right
after
so,
the buyout.
they were still kind of got to control their own destiny. They were still controlling their brew house, their recipes, and all that stuff. Is while I was there, you could kind of see it go from influence to control when they were like, "Yeah, we're going to need you to make this now." It went from
Wow.
like we would like you to this is what you're
This is
going to
what
do.
you're doing,
Like
yeah.
it's one of those things. Hanging out in the beer garden, you can kind of see the brewers and some of the higher
So were
up
you
guys.
in control of the kitchen menu at all, or
No, I was just kind of a server
Banquet.
monkey.
You were
Yeah,
you were
server
doing
monkey
banquets. Yeah.
and banquets. Yeah,
Okay.
so. But yeah, I would have to put them in my top 5 because, like I said, if not for them, I just
that's
probably
cool.
wouldn't have landed
Carbach's
in.
it's not number 1. It's a random list, so
Yeah.
they're just in your top 5.
Let's see. Just nationwide or
It's
Mostly
Houston
Houston area.
in
yeah.
Houston area? Okay. Because say there's like Crosstown Brewing in Memphis. I've been to
Well,
a
we
couple
try
times.
not
It's
to
pretty
mention
cool.
the breweries we work for.
I would say Hound Song is another one. Great beers.
Carbach, Hound Song.
well deserved?
Let's see. Trying to think, like every time I've gone to Valenson's, I've had a great time.
Valenson's
those are
is great.
great dudes.
That's a top 5
they
brewery.
made. I think they picked up the hottest free agent in the market when they picked Darnell up after.
that was,
shit,
that was a
dude.
smart decision.
No, and I was really happy for him too. I think that was.
I think so. Yes,
see him
as
be a
well. I
great
love
relationship
Darnell.
for
Darnell's
sure.
great.
Good. Am I allowed to say Senate Avenue? Because
no,
you
we
can't
try
be
not.
LeBron
We
James.
try not to say
that's
our
fair,
breweries.
that's fair.
So you got 2 more.
2 more. Let's see. Let's say Eureka Heights is another one that, like, again, every time
Eureka
I've gone, I
Heights?
have a good time, and there's a little bit of that Carbach connection because their head brewer Travis Bassett was somebody I knew at Carbach, so
Yeah.
it's another one that always has a familiarity to it. And,
Very cool.
It's it's going to be tougher to get out there when my mom does sell that house in Katy, but I will say No Label is another
No
one.
label?
Yeah.
I love No Label.
Yeah, always a great time out there, and like I said,
very
when
cool.
those nights get a little too long, too wild, just hey mom, crashing your place, just so you know.
Hell yeah! That's
I don't know if
cool,
you're gonna
though.
be there or not, but like I am.
Right? Yeah. I'm snoozing. Oh yeah.
When you see my fat ass, on
Really
the
cool
couch, my
end of
man.
this podcast where we got the top 5 from you, and we had Troy and Tom jump on.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Now
Andrew,
we
you
just
got a
gotta
top
get
5
Andrew's
for
top
us?
5.
Top 5, Deca is one of my favorites. These are breweries I've actually been to. So,
Yes.
like, having opened a brewery in the last 5 years, I don't get out a lot. But Deca is one of my top 5. I love their size. I love your size. I have never had a beer that I wasn't like, this is really quality.
A comparison brewery to Senate Avenue when we talk about neighborhood breweries.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah,
between
very
them.
good neighborhood brewery. Bad Astronaut, I love Bad Astronaut,
Really
especially
great
with the
spot.
new space that they have for concerts. I think it's a really cool vibe. I always have a soft spot in my heart for No Label because it was one of the first breweries that we've done a collaboration with. We won a U.S. Open Cup medal with them for our Bipartisan Beach IPA. So always got a shout out to No Label. And gosh, number 4 is I gotta say For the Culture.
Really? I love it.
I really like For the Culture. I love the vibe. I love it. Reminds me of like the first type of brewery in Houston where you just pull up to a warehouse.
For real.
Yeah.
dude.
And it's
got
just
all
really
that.
chill.
Yeah.
I do like
it does
that about
have
I love
it. Yeah.
their mission. I love what they're doing.
Yeah. It's very
I
old
really
school.
hope that more people go see them more often.
For sure.
And last but not least, of course, is St. Arnold.
100%. Love it.
Got a
The
soft
mothership.
spot for St. Arnold. I was going to St. Arnold when they were off 290, and then made the move over to East Downtown, and just it's the quintessential Houston vibe brewery. They're doing so much good stuff with their food, so much good stuff with their beer garden. They didn't sell out. They haven't sold out, and nor should they. They're doing great things, and
we won a TV there once.
Yeah, I was on TV there once. We did a TV show with them. So that's great.
We won a TV while we were there for an
You
event.
won a TV?
Yeah,
Wow.
that TV on the wall over there. We actually
won
won
a
a
TV
TV
show.
show.
event. Good stuff always happens when I go to St. Arnold. Damn it!
It was
Yeah.
a sister
That's
event.
awesome.
We won it in a raffle.
Dude, the other day, Brock posted this video. I don't know if y'all saw it, about him talking about this IPA they just put out. This fresh hop shatter IPA.
Shatter, yeah.
And they flew in fresh hops from Yakima
They're
Valley.
still doing this, even though
Like,
they have.
That got me. I want to go. That got me excited. I want to go try that.
I want to try it too.
What's
now
so
that you're
interesting
talking
for
about it.
them is they have tanks that are taller than this building we're in right now,
Yeah.
but they're still making small stuff.
Wow.
For fun.
And getting excited and talking. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't normally do this,
And
but
I want that Simcoe shirt. I
Right.
need to have that Simcoe shirt.
dude, the whole setup is just fucking
That's
cool.
pretty
Like,
great.
It's cool.
I'm getting excited because Tom and Troy here, and I want to go talk to them and hang out with them. So
Yeah.
maybe we should shut it down,
Shut
guys.
it down, man.
We've been going
Yeah,
for a
man.
while.
And the only reason Megaton wasn't on my list is I still have not been.
I was gonna
You
say, I
haven't
I
been?
made it to
Well,
that
it's a
time.
great time to
Experience,
come to
man.
Murkey Myers.
I'm
Check
gonna-
out Final
I'm gonna make a
Gravity.
trip.
It's an
Check
experience.
out
I'm going to
Mur-
make a trip.
I
Yeah.
make that one of my next adventure days.
We'd
where I
love to have
take
you
a
out.
Tuesday off, and I go take a hit up a walking trail or somewhere new. So need to find somewhere on that side of town to get some steps
It's a
in.
good
and then
time
go
to
yeah,
come to
absolutely.
Megaton.
Kingwood,
Megaton's
bro.
the best it's
Yeah.
ever
You
been
can walk
right
all
now.
over Kingwood.
Yeah.
It's peak Megaton right now.
I think it's if you're into Fallout, I would call it New Vegas Megaton.
New Vegas. Okay. All right.
That's what I would say.
Well, I'll make a trip out there so I can be on my top 5 for the next time we do this podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to have y'all back. Y'all both have been really great.
Thank you very
guests.
much.
Thank you
This was
so
a lot of
much.
fun, guys.
I don't
Thank
have
you
a
very
beer
much.
anymore, but I'm going to grab
neither.
Casey's.
Yeah, I'll just grab my water.
I'm going to pour
Casey's got the
some
only
of
beer.
Casey's beer into my beer. Oh, I poured most of
all
Casey's.
my beer.
I took all of his beer.
All of it.
Flatten my beer.
Okay, I took some of Casey's beer. You don't have any
guys.
beer either,
Cheers.
and
Yeah,
you
I got
have an
coffee now.
energy
Yeah,
drink.
Starbucks.
Oh, we're all out of beer.
getting ready for that kitchen shift.
Thank you so much, guys. This has been
Yeah, this was
amazing.
awesome.
Casey, Brandon, always a pleasure, my
Appreciate
friends.
you
You're
guys.
welcome back here anytime.
You have a great night.
brother.
Yeah.
Cheers. Bye.
Cheers.